Time. One time, nigga, one time.
Where? So tight, get ghost.
I ain't got nothing on my mind but getting in some trouble, linking shots till they drop, leaving bloody blood puddles, crossing right into light. Now we in a gunfight, I could shoot the gauge, pebbles at the devils to die tonight. It's on me, but if I die, bury me a motherfucking G, or open casket on them bastards so they all remember me. With my vest on my chest, my jewels and my peace, thug life, motherfucker.
They got me running from the police, nigga. You know that's true. Catch a nigga like K-Dogs, chillin' with the crew. Every damn day, parlay with my glass of Ray. The OJ, and it's all okay. Till that fucking fake chop, got to play the man. Ran me down the block with my glass in my hand. Damn, I hope it don't spill. Nigga chill, shit is real, cock back my stairs.
Still running from the police, I get no sleep. I got them peeping in my window while I'm smoking endo. But I ain't no motherfucking track star. Pigs got a G like Big Mouth running through motherfuckers' backyards. So I grabs my piece before I flee. And instead of me running, these bitches is running from me. Lick shots, hit spots, so for my piece. Cause a nigga like Big Mouth is free running from the police.
What about they find me funny from the punk police? They try to cause me, but them can't store. What about they find food for me, mom? Who love the bad, then you go and let's rob. Look around, poor police. Run as fast as you can, but you can't me. Look around, poor police. They have to black back, to the black back.
I was scheming and fiending for loops and took the crooked route to ghetto fame. I felt the pain and now I run the game. The insane brain go get and fly like a plane on them suckers with my nigga Biggie Smalls, cause they're up. Check it. My crew got the workers bumping rock, binge by the flock, and we're getting it. The dirty cop are jealous, so they sweating it. I'm letting it smoke, hope they don't play me for no joke and provoke a homicide. So just let the drama slide, we're keeping it real. Fuck how you feel, Biggie Panther Steel. Let's serve these motherfucker slugs as a fucking
Out running from the punk police. They try to cause me, but them can't store. What about they from the hood and me more? Who love the bag and the school and the club? Look around, poor police. What about they pass the fan, but you can't stand me? Look around,
How we doing, man? How are we doing? Still running from the police, that's right. I swear, man, we running from the Arsenal police, man. We running from the Arsenal police today, fam, because a lot has gone down since that stream, man. A lot has gone down. If you guys don't know, big up Quez and big up Leo in the chat, fam. I hope you guys are doing well. We got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. But considering I did the Sol Campbell slander yesterday, and I might upload a video on that, we got a lot to talk about, man. But first of all, how are we doing, man? How are we doing? Let me get the chat up. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the chat up. But how are we doing, guys? I hope we're all doing well. In fact, let me move this slightly this way so I can move this way. You know what I'm saying? How are we doing, though? I hope we're all doing well. Jeez, there's been a lot to talk about, man. If you guys don't know, my Henry slander video dropped yesterday. Pure emotion, pure bias, you know what I'm saying, pure rage bait, as we do. You guys know me, innit? That's the beauty about YouTube, innit? The people who watch me consistently, the people who know me, you man could tell that it was pure rage bait. Now, I don't disagree with most of the things I said in the video, but obviously we have to put a performance level on it. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm not complaining that they didn't know, because I don't expect people who don't watch my channel to know I'm rage baiting. However, what I will say is they can stay mad. You know what I'm saying? They can stay mad. But for those who don't know, to be fair, I might as well pull it up. I might as well pull the video up and we might as well go over it together. But I dropped yesterday, Henry's overrated. And, you know what I'm saying? People were mad, man. People were mad. The Henry cult is real, man. People love calling everything under the sun a cult. Hey, well, this must be no different, fam. You know what I'm saying? Why argue with an Arsenal fan when you can wait? Nah, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, right? The thing is, when it comes to Arsenal fans, yeah, them man are the biggest egos in football. They have the biggest egos. Apart from Real Madrid and Barcelona, they have the biggest egos. Especially when it comes to ego versus achievement. They have that. So whenever I get a chance to rage bait, poke a little fun, I'm gonna do it every time. Because why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Guys, if you're in the stream, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new. And if you're watching this on playback and you're Arsenal fan and you're mad, you might as well just hit the dislike button at that point. You know, so whichever one you click, I'm not really too mad about. I'll be real, I don't care. Big up Pondfish in the chat. Hope you're doing well. We're going to go over, because obviously we did a stream on this. This was taken from the stream. But at the same time, were we lying though, chat? Were we lying? This is the video in question. The most overrated footballer of all time. Let me take the chat down for now. The most overrated footballer of all time. As you can see, seems I've angered the cult. I haven't seen a football reason why Henry's better than Suarez. No way they took the bait. They took the bait, Stan. They took the bait. And the thing is, right, because I'm a Spurs fan, it makes it worse. Because I'm a Spurs fan, it makes it all that little bit better. You know what, actually? Let me get some red neons on in the background. So if I see an Arsenal fan join up, they might say, oh, you've got red neons though. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some red neons in the background. You can't really see it too well, but we're doing this regardless, man. We're doing this regardless, man. Big up Paul as well. And I forgot to big you up, Jay, every time. Salute to everyone in the chat, innit? But people was mad, man. People were mad. You know what I'm saying? People were mad. Hey, look. Negative football IQ. And the thing is, right, this is why I know it's a cult. This is why I know most of the Thierry Henry fan base are cultists. It's because they didn't try and disprove anything that we said in the video. And I say we because you guys in chat had a big hand in us compiling this evidence. And I say evidence because we didn't lie once in this video. That's why they don't try and actually debunk what you're saying with football opinions. Because when it comes to players like Henry and this revisionist history, I can't lie. I took the liberty, guys, of watching full matches of Thierry Henry. I watched Newcastle, watched Chelsea, watched Middlesbrough. I watched Aston Villa. I made sure to go back and watch these guys. They're all on YouTube, by the way. It's all so again. When people say, "Oh, you didn't watch Henry," there's full games on YouTube. So I don't know what you're talking about, bro. But the problem is that these men all have all of this. Now, this guy, to be fair, I haven't read his comment. I didn't see it. He's actually, it looks like he has a YouTube of football opinion. So we're going to go over it real quick. Henry was a cold, elegant baller who's exciting to watch. But apart from an invincible season where he had 20 and 20, he hasn't achieved much individually. I feel like his peak was short. Fumbled the UCL and joined the team that beat him, only to be a sideman. I love watching Henry play. He's definitely a great in the sport, but there's definitely way more overrated than he should be. That's what I'm saying. Hey, brother Sheed, he knows, bro. He knows. It feels like KD, bro. It feels like KD joining the Warriors. Henry was definitely cold, like you say. I'm just not fully captivated, which is true. I'm not fully captivated. I took the liberty, guys. And the thing is, right? Look, I'm gonna show you, man, right now. If you literally, to all the man them that say, oh, you never watched Henry play football, all you gotta do is just type, these men are just lazy. These men are just lazy. 4 games. There's one right there. Okay, we'll scroll down. No. That's a documentary. No, we don't care about that one. I like them all on my other channel. Should I just bring them up on my other channel? Because these are... Yeah, they're showing me YouTube shorts. Let me bring them up on my other channel. Give me 1 second. Let me just make this bigger. Let me bring it up on my other channel. Because I literally spent hours and hours just watching Henry. Literally spent hours doing it, bro. Hold on. Let me do this. So there's the Chelsea game. Where is it? I watched that one. I watched the Aston Villa. I watched the Newcastle. Where's the Newcastle game? Do I have to write match? There's the Middlesbrough game right there, full. There's the Newcastle game right there. Manchester United right there, 0-0 draw. I haven't watched this Everton game. I'm gonna watch that later on. So there's full matches of Henry. There's full matches. There's highlights. There's so much here on Thierry Henry. So when people say you never watched it, bro, there's so much here. There's literally, it's YouTube. You can literally find anything on YouTube. That's how I know, like, these men are some cat, bro. You never watched it. And that's people's default, by the way. And this is what I'm saying about, like, and the thing, some old heads, they just be chatting. It is what it is. Big up Mello in the chat. Big up Ronaldo in the chat. All these fans are taking it personally. Henry wouldn't have given the time of day. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be fair, if I'm being real, the Tottenham game where Henry ran from the halfway line. Yeah, like, Henry was cold. Henry reminds me of Isak. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of Isak. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is about Henry, right, is like, yes, he's obviously cold. Yes, he's an all-time great. Like, whenever people see the word overrated, they immediately think that, oh, the guy thinks he's a bum. I think he's shit. He's trash. But that's not what overrated means. And of course, I'm being, like, over the top on purpose just to get a reaction. But if you really watch the video, I'm comparing him to all-time strikers. I'm comparing him to Suarez. We talked about, like Zidane or something. We talked about Harry Kane. Yes, Harry Kane didn't win no trophies, but technical ability-wise, he's literally on par with Henry. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's shit like this, man. If Henry played for another team, he'd be considered a good player. For some reason, the fans of that team seem to hype everything up. That as well. Arsenal fans, they hype everything up, man. 100%. Now, for real, I can't believe people compare him to Drogba. Especially in finals. I mean, obviously that's the go-to, but Drogba, way more clutch. This, yeah, you can even watch full games on the Arsenal website. Literally, there's so much footage. And I'm going to be doing this, by the way, because I know there's people who are going to want to basically, like, debate me about this Henry thing. Whether it's Arsenal fans or whether it's other Tottenham fans, people are going to want to talk to me about this Henry shit. There's so much footage of Thierry Henry playing full games. Like, there's so much. So people just saying, oh my God, Henry was this. You didn't watch him. It's like, don't tell me I didn't watch him. All right. Don't tell me I didn't watch him, because I can watch him right now, and I've been watching him. It's just I didn't watch him in 2004. Right. Bro. Football League exists as well. Appreciate you, Ultra. CR7 was better than Henry in the Prem. I'll be real. I think Ronaldo was better than Henry in the Prem. Definitely. Henry's in certain convos he shouldn't be. I do believe that as well. Henry was a baller. He was. Henry was a baller. Defo was a baller. Definitely. I just think so many players had peaks better than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely think that that's why I say he's overrated. That's why I say he's overrated, because he's not ass. He's an all-time great player, 100%. But I think a lot of things contribute to how he's viewed, basically. What's the debate? In my opinion, I think Suarez is better than Henry. I can't lie. But I do think Henry is slightly overrated. I do. Of course, we're saying the most overrated footballer of all time. Yes, it's slightly clickbaity and stuff like that, 100% in it. But I do think Henry is overrated. I do. But I think Suarez is better. I don't really agree with this overrated takey. You can not agree with it. That's fine. I still believe it. France needed to watch Zidane to help France get a World Cup during prime Henry. The World Cup was slightly before. If you're talking about 98, that's kind of before his prime. He was like, what, 21, 22, something like that? Something like that. He was about 21, 22, something like that. But there's a lot. Why exactly is Henry considered as the best of all time? I've never heard actual reason. That's the point I'm making. Like, apart from you didn't watch Henry, and you don't know ball, there's not actually a proper reason, because this is where, like, by the way, hit the likes by the way, guys. Make sure you smash the likes if you haven't already. But when it comes to Henry, right, I think there's a lot of things that contribute to why people think he's as good as he is, and a lot of that is to do with his just ability as a player. You know what I'm saying? Big up CJV, I see you in the chat. How you doing, broski? But a lot of it has to do with how good he is as a player. I'm not taking that away from him. But me just going back and watching the games, like watching full games and all of that stuff. First of all, the quality of the players in the Prem in the 2000s is disgraceful. I will say that. Apart from Man United and Arsenal, bro, the players were cheeks, bro. I'm sorry. The average player in the Premier League in the 2000s, bro, it's way you need to be way better nowadays, bro. I'm just saying. Bro, I was literally went to watch the games. Like, I literally watched the games within the last like week. Bro, the players, in terms of just the average Premier League player, they're under hitting passes, P rollers, they're giving the ball away every like 5 seconds. And I swear to God, I wish I could go on stream and show you guys, but I can't because I'll get copyrighted. So it's just a thing of, if we could watch it together, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But because it'll get claimed, I can't show it, which is why this like infuriates me a lot. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously. What's wrong with people? That's the thing though, like, calling him the most overrated, like, I'm just hyping it up more. Like, I do think he's slightly overrated, but slightly isn't a big deal. But yeah, but people, you know what I'm saying, people who don't know me, obviously they're gonna think I mean the worst, which is fair enough. I'm saying, come, Prime Parties had better ballers. No, but this is what I'm saying. The average, and this is why I feel like this contributes to him being overrated, because the bottom, like the average Premier League player compared to the elite players, it was such a wide gap to where they just looked better than they were. Like right now, the gap in today's era, the gap between the average Premier League player and the top Premier League players is nowhere near as big as a gap. That's why you're seeing all these players just out of nowhere just blossom and do crazy shit and all this time. It's not because, you know what I'm saying, the players are just shit. It's just because there's not as much of a gap between, you know what I'm saying, a role player and an elite player. You see the same thing in basketball. Like the value and what the role players have been asked to do nowadays is just more. It's literally just more. It literally happens in football, in basketball. I'm seeing the same shit mirrored in sports. Like defenders back in the day, they just had to hoof it. I'm watching the games, like all the Arsenal games I'm watching, all the 2000s games I'm watching. Defenders are just clearing the ball all the time. They have acres of space. They got no one on them because they weren't pressing like that. Only a select teams were really pressing. Like Arsenal was a team that pressed. But I'm seeing defenders pick the ball up and just spamming long balls up to the front line every single time. They don't need to do it. They could play out from the back and try like we do nowadays. They don't do that. They were just literally spamming the ball up top. That's literally what it was. And then I'm seeing players on the wing. Like there was this, I was watching the Newcastle game. There was this guy on the wing. I forget his name. But he was cold. Like he was the right mid for Newcastle. 2003 when Arsenal won 3-2. Man said, no, they won't. I just watched the game. I literally just watched it. I watched the Arsenal Newcastle 2 hours ago. You can't tell me, bro. I just watched the game 2 hours ago, big man. Like, this is what they would do, though. One game. Yeah, because I've literally watched Arsenal versus Newcastle, Arsenal versus Chelsea, Arsenal versus Villa, Arsenal versus Middlesbrough. All of these games, like how many games do I have to watch of them? And I'm seeing Chelsea do the same shit. This is a Chelsea with a young Thierry and a young Lampard and a Emmanuel Petit that had already come back from Arsenal. I'm seeing all these teams. I've seen Chelsea, who's supposed to be a good team. They'd finish like 4th. Then I'm seeing Middlesbrough. And then I'm seeing Newcastle would finish 3rd the season before the Invincibles. I'm seeing like Chelsea and Newcastle finished 3rd and 4th the year before the Invincibles happened. Like, these aren't bad teams. Yeah, I'm seeing them p-rolling. I'm seeing them not be able to get past the press. I'm seeing them spamming long balls with their centre backs out of bounds. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. And Newcastle and Chelsea were top 4 teams. So what am I supposed to expect? Like, literally, and this is why I say, the quality level in the 2000s to get to a Premier League position was lower than it is now. Because think about what the modern centre-back has to do. The modern centre-back can't only just be a good defender. They have to also learn how to play multiple different styles, whether it's pressing, whether it's halfway line, like if you want to do the shitty Ange bullshit, or even the halfway line with Hansi Flick and all of them, man. And they have to learn how to sit back. They also have to be competent with both feet in terms of passing and distributing. They have to also be able to cover the fullback if a fullback inverts. So they have to be able to play basically 3 at the back and 4 at the back. It's just so much. The baseline is just way higher in terms of skill level. It is. Like, factually it is. If you disagree, then you're being objectively wrong. You're being objectively wrong. Like, if they drop Ruben Diaz in the 2000s, he would look like a fucking wizard because he can pass with both feet. I'm literally watching the Newcastle game. This is a top 4 team in Newcastle. Finished 3rd. 2 points ahead of Chelsea in the 2002-03 season. Into the 03-04 season. Bro, them man are misplacing passes. Them man are p-rolling, under-hitting passes, spamming passes out of bounds. And people can just tell me I'm wrong. I just watched it. I literally just watched it. Let me get through some of the comments, innit? Henry was class on the pitch. Yes, he was. He took football to a level that a diehard Spurs fan out for saying he dropped it on the pitch as a baller. Was never jealousy, really. No, Henry was cold. Henry was cold. I'm not taking it away from him. I'm just saying, like, there's things that just made him look better than what he was. I think if Henry's in the Prem today, he's Isak. Like, he's still a cold striker, but he's not sniffing Premier League best of all time, the greatest player in the Premier League's ever seen. Like, convos, he's not. I don't believe players were better in the 2000s at all. I just think they look better. I think that the creme de la creme, sure. Like, the top 1%, sure. But they even look better than what they really were because of how mid the rest of the competition was. I'll be real. And the thing is, I can't show you this. This is the problem. I can't show you this on stream because I'll get copyright claimed. Like, I swear to God, I wish I could. I wish I could. One of the top scorers in the Premier League in the 2000s. A lot of no-tech ballers, just goal hackers. I hear it, bro. I hear it. That's it. It's only the worst take because of revisionist history. That's it. Melon, you're my age as well, bro. You're my age as well. It's revisionist history. I'm telling you, it's just revisionist history. Diaz will not last with the physicality. Sure. Sure. Palmer wouldn't go through no Rio Vidic Terry. I believe he would, personally. I believe he would. Because players went through them. Players went through them in their era. Yakubu was such a crazy player. Fair enough. Imagine Drogba going against Levi Colwill and Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah's not a star, and Colwill's only a star because Chelsea ain't got no centre-backs. Salah having fun with these defenders. That's the thing, like, I can't lie, yeah. For as much as we say Salah's a GA merchant, I can't lie, bro. Hey, some of the shit I was seeing in these games, bro, is insane. Rio was over a defender. Vidic was a good defender, though. Rio was just Matip with PR. You said it, not me, fam. You said it, not me. Okocha, yeah, Okocha's the GOAT, fam. Salah wouldn't play in the 2000s game. I don't know about that. That's hypothetical. I'm not dealing with hypotheticals. I'm telling you what actually happened in the games. If Yakubu played today, he would absolutely body 90% defenders today. No, because you can't use the physicality argument for one and then act like the physicality of Yakubu would be allowed in today's game. You can't do you can't do both. Can't do both. You can't shun players for not having physicality in a physical era and then act like Yakubu would be able to do the physical shit in this era. He wouldn't. Today's game is way more technical, which sounds ironic because we have a lot of non-technical ballers, but the game's a lot more robotic and systematic. than it was back in the day. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is part of the reason why players just look better then, because there was a lot more freedom in the game. So because there was a lot more freedom, like even Henry, like he was playing in a 4-4-2, but he can drift off to the wings, left or right wing, and do whatever he feels like doing. And you can really see the creativity like that. Nowadays, the game is a lot more robotic to where we don't see a lot of it. And I think that's a reason why people tend to value these other players higher, just because we got to see this kind of stuff. Rooney was cold as well. Did finishing 16th just freeze their brain? Okay. I mean, we finished 17th, to be fair. Peak Blackburn players. Yeah, big up Shearer, fam. Man said Rio is Matip with PR. I don't necessarily agree with that, fam, but Rio was cold. Don't get me wrong. Rio was cold. Tired is nostalgia emergence, overrating ballers because they're trying to be different. But that's the thing, right? Like, I just got from watching like Henry. I'm gonna carry on watching Henry, and there's nothing there that shows me that he's not an all-time great player. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, bro. Like, how do I describe it? So if you have anyone played pro clubs? Have you man played clubs before? You know the defaults on clubs. Imagine those defaults with max stats. That's what Henry is, bro. That's what he is. That's what he is, bro. I think Bergkamp was better than Henry and made him more than he is. I genuinely think that Henry was a beneficiary of the amount of talent that he had around him. I'll be real. What he achieved is still amazing. But like, for example, the stick that Harry Kane gets, right? Harry Kane gets the stick, but at the same time, he didn't have the amount of talent that Henry had around him in his career. You know what I'm saying? Suarez at Barcelona, I don't think Suarez, even if you want to say the talent on each Barca team is equal, I would argue that the one that Henry's Barca had more talent on it. But even if you want to say the talent level is equal, I still think like Suarez was better at Barca than Henry at Barca. And I think Suarez, his peak at Liverpool was better than Henry's peak at Arsenal. Like, the longevity of Henry at Arsenal obviously beat Suarez at Liverpool. But in terms of their peak as players in the Premier League, I believe Suarez was better. Technical-wise, take the stats out of it. Technical-wise, I think Suarez was better as well. I think he was. All games more physical and it was less systematic, yet the technical ballers of today were less technical than the ones that played in the 2000s. Sure, I guess. Robotic games down to Pep. Yeah, I can't lie, because Pep is as good as he is. Yeah, people are really trying to, you know what I'm saying, copy him. Like I can't. The aura Pep has is crazy. It's because you never watched it. I just got done watching games, bro. But the question is, I need to ask in the chat, right? And I need an answer to this. How many games of 2000s am I supposed to watch before my opinion on the 2000s becomes valid? Because I've seen the same thing every 2000s game I've watched. I've seen the same thing. And it's like, how many times am I going to have to watch the same thing before my opinion becomes valid? Or will it never become valid just because I didn't watch it live? Like, not watching it live is one of the weirdest things ever. Like, you can do all the research in the world. You can watch the documentaries and stuff, but because I've only watched a sample size of like, I guess at this point in terms of my life, I've watched like 15 to 20. But in terms of specifically watching Henry, I've watched like 5 to 6. But because I wasn't alive, or I was alive, but because I wasn't watching it at like 20 years old in the 2000s, all of a sudden my opinion's invalid. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you can't win. Like, you can't win at all. You can never win. The game is crap nowadays. Spurs United are examples to lose so many games and still not get relegated. Yeah, no, I hear it. I hear it. Ask any football fan 2000s was and is better than now. That's what I'm saying. It's revisionist history, though. That's what I'm saying. It's revision. It's the same thing with basketball. It's revisionist history. The problem is that in the 2000s, the players didn't even have the basic fundamentals down. Like, nowadays, you have to have the fundamentals down. And we laugh at players like Højlund and that. But if we're laughing at players like Højlund because they're shit, bro, that's the average level of the Premier League players in the 2000s, bro. They couldn't control the ball neither. Their passing game was shit too. That was the average, like, baseline to become a Premier League player. Their control was whack. Their passing was always under hit, or it was never, the weight of pass was always horrible. Decision making wasn't there. The man were just sliding in, fam. The man were just sliding in, bro. Ginola was an amazing player. Ginola was cold, yeah. Henry took his team to silverware. Suarez, what do you win at Liverpool? The team difference is insane. And even if you want to say, okay, at Barcelona, Suarez did more than Henry. Suarez won more in his career, by the way, than Henry. So if you want to do the trophy thing, we can do that. Suarez has more trophies in his career than Thierry Henry. So we can do that if you want to. We can do that. Marcus was saying shit for the sake of saying it. Sure. So what was the more technical team? 2009 Barca or 2025 Barca? One plays a more systematic style of football. But football's just more systematic now. But I think because football's more systematic, we can't see the highest highs of certain players. Like, it's only reserved for, like, some players now because of how systematic. Like, in my opinion, 2010s is the best era because it was the balance of not freelance is crazy, but like flair football, freedom football, and system football. It was like a perfect balance of both. We started off with like ultra freedom and shit, and then in 2010s it was more middle, and then 2020s now it's completely tipped the other way where it's too systematic. So now it just feels robotic. But that's why I feel like 2010s was the best era of football. 4 games isn't watching 2000s era. Yeah, but I didn't start watching 2000s football now. I didn't start watching it now. Does Højlund remind you of the 2000s Prem striker? He reminds me of the baseline level of a player. He reminds me of the basic level of a player. I'm seeing midfielders, defenders, attackers that aren't the top of players. Like, obviously, if you talk about Zolas, if you talk about Henry's, even if you talk about like players like Hasselbank, like them man there, cool, no problem, innit? But just like the average players in the Premier League at that time that I'm watching, them man are not, they're nothing special, bro. Them man are average ballers, bro. It's just the creme de la creme that was really turning them inside out. Like, everything I've seen Henry do, I've seen Salah do, and people call him a GA merchant. It's like, at that point, like, what do you want me to do? I've seen Mane do everything Henry's done. And like, people would call Salah a GA merchant. Like, I don't disagree. But just because he looks way better than the competition, I just don't think the competition's that crazy. Apart from the top players, which are all pretty much on the same teams. I just think, you know, like, it's not like the Premier League now where you have a couple man on each team who could just go and bag you a goal. Like, Brentford literally had those players that were linked to it. Palace have that. Like, all of the top 6 teams, if you want to argue top 6, they all have players like that, except for, I guess, Tottenham. But literally, Villa has it, Brighton has it, Brentford have it. Literally, all the teams that, like, Bournemouth have it. Like, each team has like 3 or 4 man where they can just turn up and just bag a goal, fam. It wasn't like that in the 2000s, bro. Wasn't like that. And if it was, it's just because all them man were just, the average players were just garbanzo, fam. Absolute garbanzo. 9 to 10 was peak EPL. I don't mind that. For me personally, like, the whole, like not towards the end of the 2010s. I want to say, like, from 2010 to, like, 2014, 15. Like, that kind of era. Well, in fact, include 16. The last season that Conte won. So, like, was that 16? So, like, from 2009-ish to, like, 2016-ish, like, roughly. Like, in my opinion, like, that's probably the best run of the Premier League era. Because it's literally just a mix of not stats, but tactics and freedom. It's like the perfect blend. I think now we're just too robotic. And before then, it was just like, roll the ball out and inshallah, bro. England failed to make the Euros in 2008 as well, Fairs. Watch some old Chelsea games, bro. I'm going to have to watch some more Chelsea, innit? But Chelsea had some good players, though. Chelsea had some good players. I'm talking about more the average of players. Like Chelsea had some good players. Like obviously you had young Terry, young Lampard in the early 2000s ish. Petit you had Zola, you had Hasselbank. Like them man ain't shit players, bro. Like they're not shit. You had Kudachini in goal before Chair. Like those are calm players, bro. Like those are good players. But I'm saying like the top, it was very top heavy in the Premier League. That's the point I'm really want to make. It was very top heavy in the Prem. Like the top teams had all the good players and everyone else was just kind of mid. Most of these top players now wouldn't make it into the teams of the 2000s. I don't fully agree with that, but fair enough. I think it's just revisionist history. I think the only teams with systematic and flair are Barca or Liverpool. Yeah, let me think. Are there any other teams that could mix systematic and flair? Apart from Barca and Liverpool? Klopp's Liverpool was cold in terms of that, especially the flair bit. What, PSG is another one. PSG is another one. But yeah, for the most part, yeah. There's not many teams nowadays. Not many. Jadon Sancho to Italy. Fair's lucky, I hear it. England players getting slandered, but the old guard failed to make it to Euro. Oh, you talk about 28, okay. 2014 England didn't make it out of the group, but the 2000 pullers are better. Hey, Ultra's loving this, bruv. Ultra's loving this. Look at no, this is Malakane. 2020 Prem teams conceded upwards of 80 goals for fun. Pretty sure the 03-04 season, no team conceded more than 80. Alright, let's look at the 2000s then. Let's look at the 2000s. I would just mean, my argument to that then would be, if it's a physical error, that's supposed to help defenses though. That would be my argument to that, but I guess we'll see in it. I guess we'll see. I can't even go back that far. Why can't I not even go back that far? Yeah, look, Leeds conceded 79 and Wolves conceded 77. The rest of them, it wasn't that much, to be fair. Leicester conceded 65, and the rest of them wasn't high at all. But I guess it's only really the bottom teams. Only the bottom teams conceded like 80. But how many teams conceded 80 this season? Let me see. How many teams conceded 80 this season? It was the bottom 3 teams. The bottom 3 teams conceded 80. So instead of 2 teams, it was 3. And like Southampton had 12 points. Like that's a record low apart from Derby. Leicester, no problem, and Ipswich, sorry, no problem. So like it's literally the worst team apart from Derby. We have the worst team of all time in this league. We have Ipswich, who's won 4 games, and we have Leicester, who won 6. Leicester, fair enough, innit? And then after that, obviously, is Spurs, and we know, and John, we know firsthand, Spurs, bruv. And Wolves conceded 69. West Ham conceded 62. But also just the amount, I swear the amount of goals just scored, fam. It's just more. Hold on. How many goals were scored in this season? It was a Premier League record of goals. It was literally a Premier League record of goals. So not only are we conceding more, we're scoring more as a league. We scored over 200 more goals than we did in the 04 season. So if you talk about conceding, there's just more goals being scored. So if there's more goals being scored, there's more goals being conceded. There was almost 250 more goals were scored this season compared to the 2000 season. So of course you're gonna have teams conceding more. Players are just scoring more now. Players are just scoring more goals. Glazers out, Hoyle and Bums. United and Spurs are shit. Yeah, we are shit. No cap. What about the Pep versus Klopp era? That was a very good era, man. That was a very good era. So which English players are better than Lampard, Gerrard, Rooney, Rio, Terry, Defoe? I want to see if you named any more players, because it keeps pushing me down. No Diddy, god damn. Is there any more players? I've seen Defoe. Who's McSauce? What, McTominay? Sorry, I'm just seeing if you named. Okay, you didn't name any more players than that. All right, in terms of those players, sure, in it. But again, as we talked about, England nationality. Like, bro, are we being for real? England nationality, for sure. All right, technical ability may be lower in early Prem days, but defending was not. I think it was. I can't lie. Teams they just were not as good, fam. They just weren't as good. I just think teams were not as good, fam. Ask Lampard to play in this era. He's getting slandered like McTominay did. Fairs, bruv. Not talking about GA, talking about how a players perceive McTominay as a second-rate midfielder. Okay, fair enough. Most football fans would definitely disagree with this take, but why though is the question. The question is why. Like, Jun has, to be fair, talked about actual footballing reasons like goals conceded and physicality. That stuff I'm willing to entertain and listen to. But like, the physicality, in my opinion, the reason the game was so physical is because a lot of the players back then weren't as technically good. The average player in the Prem wasn't that good technically, or at least not as good as any other era post 2000. So in my opinion, the physicality is almost like a makeup for that. In my opinion, it's like the Pistons in their fucking 80s, just basically flagrant fouling the shit out of everyone. It's because they just didn't have as much technical talent as the Celtics and the Lakers. So they would just foul the shit out of everyone. And then they would just allow the talent that they do have to cook. That was pretty much what it is. In my opinion. I just think the average Premier League player, just on an average team, an average squad player on a random Premier League team, their technical ability doesn't match up. So they had to replace it with physicality. Like a fucking Boyer, bro. Like a Liam Boyer. Is his name Liam Boyer? Or is it like, what is it? Boyer or some shit like that, bro. I forget his name. The guy who played for Newcastle, bro. Like, that guy's getting bare praise in that, bro. But he was just someone who just 2-foot people. He would just 2-foot people all day, bro. But it's like, I don't mind people disagreeing, but when the instant pivot is you don't know football, or you're just wrong, or something along those lines, or you don't know ball, and shit like that, it's like, bro, like, what am I supposed to do with that? If the instant pivot isn't footballing arguments, it's immediately trying to discredit me and my takes. Like, if you're just discrediting it without any actual football opinion, then how of course I'm going to look at it like you're just reaching. Like, because I don't have any problem dropping this if I get proved wrong. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to take the video down and shit. I'm going to hold the L. I'll probably make another video saying I held an L and I'll use the stream clip. It's not that serious to me, bro. I'm learning about football the same way everyone in the chat is learning more about football every day. The only thing I'm doing is, as a YouTuber, as a content creator, as someone who's trying to learn more about football, I'm just asking why. Why? And if people are just saying, you don't know ball, you don't know what you're talking about, L football knowledge, you know what I'm saying, take the video down. You know what I'm saying? The people are just questioning me instead of just answering the question. How am I going to learn anything? How am I going to improve? How am I going to start understanding the context and all this shit? I'm not going to be able to. Just because defensive systems are better don't mean the defenders are better individually. But they are better individually. That's what I'm arguing, though. I believe they are better individually because they have to do more on the pitch. They have to do more. There's way more systems to learn and they have to do more. You don't just sit back and clear the ball whenever it comes to you. You have to start building up from the back. How many teams try and build up from the back nowadays? You got to be able to pass the ball, long range, short range. You got to be able to position yourself. Some centre backs have to push into the midfield. Full backs got to invert and do all this extra shit. There's so many more things. And yes, the system of it makes the game more robotic and makes the game worse. I do agree with that. But that doesn't take away from the fact that defenders need to just learn more things, which then improves them as a player. It does, like, factually. If the players have to do more and they have to take on more responsibility, that means they automatically get better as a player. It's that simple. That's only this season too. Literally, I swear last year, they broke the record for most goals scored as well. Like, every year, it's getting broken. More physical, but they're all 6'2" with no tech borders. Who wants to win? Nah, United Ultra's going crazy. I can't lie. He's going crazy. Sorry I'm so behind in the chat, by the way. I'm trying to actually, like, address everyone, innit? So my fault if I take a while to get to your comment. I don't mean anything by it. And if I accidentally miss a comment, just put in the chat that I missed your comment and I'll go back and read it. I just genuinely want to get through and basically acknowledge everyone and what they have to say. So I apologize. It was more difficult because it was quality versus quality. Often see 1-0 games, but they were better in technicality and physicality. I genuinely don't believe it was quality versus quality. I don't. I believe in terms of the top teams, sure. But in terms of just the average teams in the league, I don't believe it was quality versus quality at all. I don't at all. Way more entertaining? Well, that's just subjective at that point. At that point, it's just subjective. Even if you want to say it's more entertaining, I don't think it's entertaining just because of how great the players are. I think it's just because it's more end-to-end, it's more entertaining. Not because the footballers are just that much better. Anyone who actually watched 2000s football. Melon, you're my age, bro. Like, why are we doing this? You're my age. If I can get the, oh my God, you've never watched football. Like, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. You're my age, bro. None of these players are right. Oh, which one are you talking about? Bellingham, Kane, Kobe, and Cole Palmer. Okay. You're so wrong. Well, I mean, at least tell me while I'm wrong. Just don't tell me I'm wrong. Put some actual football reasons as to why I'm wrong. You're 100% correct. Fair enough, Quez. So Sancho would cook in the 2000s. Sure. Yeah, sure. Sure. I don't know. It's a hypothetical. How am I supposed to know? Sure, but nowadays clubs look at physicality in defenders as an asset. Yeah, it's an asset because it's one part of the game. Like, just being physical isn't enough anymore to warrant being a starter on the team. It's just part of the game now. With the following cook, Palmer, who's mad? I guess you mean Madueke, and Rashford. Well, Rashford doesn't cook in the Prem now. Not really. Like, he does in spurts. So Rashford, I'll say no. Madueke doesn't really cook in the Prem anyway, so no. Palmer, probably, yeah, to be honest. Yeah, I think he probably would. Physicality is not because you don't have the ability, so you're physical. No, I'm saying players back then who weren't up to scratch technically could rely on their physicality or their over physicality to compensate. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, because of the lack of physicality, I guess, I still think there's physicality, but because the physicality ain't as high as it used to be, players can't overcompensate with the physicality. So because they can't do that, they have to actually work on their technical game. And we see that all the time with physical-ass centre-backs who they need to actually work on their game and develop some sort of technical ability because you're just going to get sent off all the damn time. What do you think about the Slot versus Pep era? I mean, you're saying Slot versus Pep, it's only one season, so we'll see what happens next season. To be fair, you're reaching. Well, I'm sure you'll let me know how. For most people, the best Prem era is when they fell in love with the game. You'll never get them to admit otherwise. Truth is, the game's floor has risen. Yeah, which, you know what, I actually do agree with that to an extent, Quez. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. People forget in the 80s, no one wanted to watch football. The stadium attendances were low. That's how you know back then the football was crap. Fair enough. Petr Cech to Drogba, 90-yard passes, take no skill. That's the, again, Melon, that's the creme de la creme, bro. That's the creme de la creme. Cech is the best fucking Premier League goalkeeper ever. Drogba's one of the best strikers in the Premier League has ever seen. That's the, we're talking about an average player in the Premier League. We're not talking about the greatest Prem keeper ever and one of the greatest strikers ever. Like, you see, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. I think, honestly, my argument is that if a team has been allowed to accumulate 100 points in a season, the talent is not as widely spread as it used to be. I hear that. I hear that. I fully hear that. I fully hear that. But to be fair, that's also the same as me saying if a team's able to go unbeaten in a whole season, like unbeaten in what 49 games, 50 games, and go unbeaten for a whole season and win the league by 12 plus points, then is the talent really that shifted then either? Like it's the same kind of argument. It's not me specifically making a point, but depending on where you look at things, it will also change the way you view other stuff. So why did Ange's system not work? Because I could break that down in so many different areas, bro. But I've spent I don't even want to think about Ange Ball right now, fam. It took me so I spent so long talking about Ange Ball, fam. Oh my god, that brother, fam. Fucking Ange, bro. Do I even want, you know what? Fuck it, we'll talk about Ange Ball, bro. Oh my god. Ange Ball, basically, you had 2 defenders on the halfway line and everyone else was in attack. So all you had to do was keep 2 flank players on the wings who were pacey and just counter attack on the wings. The fullbacks would have inverted, meaning that there's no one on the wings to defend, which would mean that it's just easy counter attack, whip the ball in, goal. All right, I'm not going further past than that because I could break down so many different levels of Ange Ball, but I'd rather just keep the counter attack bit and just move on. We're old enough to see Petr Cech at Arsenal trying to play out from the back. But the thing is, Cech at Chelsea was cold, fam. He was cold. Ange's system didn't work for multiple reasons. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things, bro. Ask Arsenal fans how bad Cech was as a footballer. Nah, Ultra's loving this. If it wasn't quality versus quality, what was it? The top teams, sure. The mid teams, like if you're talking about the top 4 teams, so you're talking about Chelsea, Arsenal, United, and who's the other team, bruv? To be fair, those 3 teams are the main 3 teams. The other one would have been like a toss-up with like Liverpool or like Newcastle, whatever the fuck. But the top 3 teams, sure, quality versus quality, whatever. For the most part, the rest of them, they maybe had 1 quality player, that's it, and the rest of them are average, bro. For the most part. Okay, let's move on. It was unsustainable, destroyed all the players. Yeah, literally, yeah, Ponder spitting. I thought the ballers are better now. They are better now, for the most part, yeah. The floor you need to be a footballer is better now. Cech would be Mendy 2.0. I don't know about that one. Is Sancho more technical than Robben? Is he more technical than Robben? I don't think so, no. Robben's just way better at implementing it. Robben was just a miles better player than Sancho anyway. I'll say no, though. I'll say no. I think Sancho, that's the thing about that pisses me off about Sancho. This is the thing that pisses me off about Sancho. Sancho has so much technical ability to where he could have just as much as Robben. But the thing is, he'll never implement it as good as Robben. It's like, that's the thing, bro. Is he more technical than Joe Cole? I didn't watch Joe Cole that much. From what I've seen of Joe Cole, I think so, yeah. Is he more technical than Perez? Again, Perez could implement it way better than Sancho. If we're talking about raw ability, I'll say no. In terms of implementing technical ability, then yes, Perez is better. As Thierry fans be riding meat so much, no wonder Arsenal fans have the LGBT stereo. That's wild, fam. That's fucking wild, Pramit. What the fuck? What? What the fuck? Whatever you're saying is all opinions? Yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's opinions. What, a Premier League is the most physical league? Is it? Is it? I don't know about that one. I don't know. Ligue 1 is more physical. That's one thing I'd argue. I'd argue Serie A is more physical as well. I keep hearing the word physicality. It's lost all meaning to me now. Yeah, at this point, yeah, to the most part, yeah, I hear it. When I see kick and run footballers like Rashford nowadays have good seasons, or defenders that don't really defend well, like Tread, and they still get praised, like question the quality. Sorry, I thought I was gonna burp, my fault. Yeah, but they had that back then in the league as well. Like they were questioning Ashley Young's defense. Ashley Young. They were questioning Ashley Cole's defense when he was starting left back at Arsenal, bro. And before he came into his peak as a young player, they were questioning his defensive effort as well. Obviously, he turned into pretty much the best fullback the Premier League's probably ever seen. But that's just one example. But there's players from back then as well that had holes in their game. Tell your mod to stop deleting comments. Are they deleting comments? Wait, but it's just John and Hyper in here. Who's deleting comments? How can I check that, Jay? Community moderation. Is there a way for me to check it? How do I... I don't see people deleting comments. Well, let me know if a comment gets deleted, innit, you man? I'm not trying to see people deleting comments. Let me know if a comment gets deleted, and I'll what do you call it? And I'll check it out. So let's compare bums to bums, but they're not bums though. They're Premier League players. They're literally Premier League players, fam. It's not bums to bums. If they make the Premier League, they're supposed to be the top echelon of footballer. If Premier League is the best league in the world, they should be making the Premier League, and being an average Premier League player should mean you're in the top echelon of players. That's what it should mean. John O'Shea was a decent player. He'd be a very good player. Now I don't believe that for a second. Seen Flecken and Sells get assists. Fairs. But the players are better now, so how couldn't they play Ange Ball? Oh, that's what you mean by the Ange Ball. Yeah, because if you set them up to fail in a weird-ass system, then how are they going to succeed, bro? How are they going to succeed? Let me get this straight. If Ange had this team in a 2-5... If Ange was playing... Not even if Ange was playing. If Ange was managing a team playing Ange Ball in the 2000s, they'd be in non-league football. That's what I would say, bro. They would probably get worse than Derby, fam. Yeah, the way the man just hoofed the ball up in the 2000s, the centre-back would just get the ball and hoof it up, bro. We're trying to press them. They would hoof the ball up, and all of a sudden, it's a 1-on-5, bro. I'm telling you, bro, man, them just be hoofing the ball up in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Ange Ball, I'm not sure, bro. Ange Ball is jarring. Big up Hyper, fam, in the chat, my broski. You know what I'm saying? Ange Ball is just... Man, oh man, fam. Yeah, we had enough of that. I don't even want to talk about Ange Ball again, man. To summarize, this Bandulu manager had 0 tactics through 8 men forward. Thank you. Thank you. Cech was great at Chelsea. Yeah, I think Cech is the greatest Prem goalkeeper of all time. Okay. Anything personal is a timeout. Okay, cool. Alright, got you. Go touch some grass. Are you talking about me? You talking about someone in the chat? Like Babs saying he's blocking Beyonce. Okay. Reminder, don't attack football opinions. Give reasons why you disagree or holding the timeout. Yeah, fairs. Aaron Lennon kick and run. Walcott kick and run. Abong Lahore kick and run. Fairs. Andrew's pretty intense. Yep. Nobody rates Aaron Lennon or Walcott. Yep. No one's really in comment yet. Fairs. Walcott got into the England team at 16. He was rated. Fairs. I'm never rated an Arsenal player. Fairs. I hear it, Bond. Only Hyper and me are here right now. So far, we haven't deleted anything. All right, bet. So is Brendan Johnson good? Nah, not really. He's not that good. Teller's good. Yeah, no, he's okay. He's okay. Their man are just okay, innit? But again, the baseline of being a good player, an average Premier League player, is higher now. So I can't lie, they would look better in previous eras, bro. No cap. The only argument against it would be the physicality. But in terms of the technical ability, they would look better in the 2000s. No cap. Brendan Johnson getting slandered, but Walcott is world class. And no one has ever said Walcott's world class. I don't even think Arsenal fans have said Walcott's world class. I can't lie, Ultra. I can't lie. Ange Ball in the 2000s would be straight up array. Nah, Ange Ball, and I was saying it's tiring to talk about fucking Ange Ball, bro. It was such pain during the season to talk about it. I swear to God, bro. It was so much pain just to sit back. We had no energy in the watch-alongs. It was bad, fam. Ange Ball works in weaker leagues, even then it wears out the players. Yeah, man. In Scotland, they didn't even have a striker. You know what I'm saying? I forget missile. How do you know? I don't know. That's the thing. It's all hypothetical. It's all hypothetical. Like everything we've said so far is subjective. Like me watching the games, bro. The players, the average player who's not a household name, not the best player in the team, just like an average player in the Premier League squad. Bruv, he looks washed, bro. They look washed. They can't even pass the ball properly, fam. I'm just saying, like, I don't know for sure, because obviously putting a player from now in the 2000 and vice versa is literally all hypothetical. That's what it is. It's all hypothetical. Palmer, Mino, Saka, Bellingham, Kane, Rodgers, that's decent players should win games. That is true. England really should have like 2 euros in their back pocket. They really should, innit? That man sold. They fully sold, fam. Ange Ball the worst football ever? Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. The way Ange does it, yeah. Because there's teams that literally play high pressing and front footed style of plays, and it works well. It's just the way Ange does it is just so bad, fam. Like literally, what do you call it? Like Barcelona and PSG, they both do front footed pressing. You know, try and win the ball back, dominate the ball, attacking football. They do all that type of shit as well, but they just play it way better. They just do it way better. So who the hell rates? Yeah, no one rates Walker or Bongloho, fam. That man were just like, they're alright, you know what I'm saying? It's like takeaway Caribbean food instead of Mumsy making it. Like, it's alright, you know? Ange Ball would only work with like a prime, yeah, literally with like the greatest teams of all time. You know what I'm saying? That was what it would take for Ange to cook. The greatest players of all time with the greatest depth we've ever seen. That's what it would take for Ange in a top league to win a title. You know what I'm saying? It's the cheap version of how Barca play. Yeah, I do agree with that. The cheap and worn out way. Well, like kick and run footballers, nobody rates these youths. Yeah, literally. Kick and run players is just like, you can only praise them so much, innit? They can only do so much. Football was backwards in the 2000s. Pep clock, he could dominate football with 11 players with tech, no physicality. But has John got a pic of Ian's profile? He's had that for ages, bro. He's had that for ages, Hyper. Tell and Johnson cooking in a 2-5. I never said they would cook. Never said they would cook. The England team wasn't too bad. That's it. The England team right now should really have a couple Euros under their belts. No cap, they should. England either sold 24/7 or just legit had no chemistry. Yeah, that as well, innit? The lack of chemistry in the England teams now is crazy. It's crazy. Johnson's literally Aaron Lennon with no crossing ability, Fez. Yeah, he's blinded by Ange Ball. Oh gosh, bruv. Never noticed before. Profile pics are so tiny on my screen. Yeah, which is fair enough, innit? Fair enough. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to, like, even throughout this stream, innit? Like, this stream's been very helpful in just reaffirming how I assumed football YouTube would react to me saying Henry was overrated. Because the era of football was overrated. It's literally like, it's literally just, it's just hypotheticals and hearsays. Like, the turnover, like, you know what saves the 2000s, right? It saves it that a lot of the stats that are tracked now weren't tracked back then. Like, for example, the turnover ratio would look crazy in the 2000s. It would look absolutely crazy. I don't know much about Henry. I've heard a lot, but don't care that much. That's what it is for people in my generation, because to be fair, Jun is older. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even talking about him. I'm not even talking about other people who come through the stream. But people around my age, right? It's a consensus that Henry is the greatest Premier League player. Or at least top 2 or some shit. And it's like, people my age, if people are saying I haven't watched the 2000s, I've watched more than them. So where do we go from here? It's like, it's just honestly, it's already a consensus. And all I'm doing is asking why. And instead of getting answers, I'm being told, let's look at the comments. Let's look at the fucking comments. Negative football IQ. Video should be reported. Bit of Parker, man. He's always out here. What year were you born to be waffling like this? Who are these Gen Zs talking about football? You're looking for a reaction. Zero ball knowledge. Straight to hell. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got? You just proved you don't know shit about football. You just want engagement. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're Gen Z, bro. The most deluded video I've ever witnessed. You're on dust. This has to be a joke. Dembele, sure. Stupid thing does stupid things. I don't know what that means. Gotta try and get views. You've never seen him play. Rage bait. You're a div. Deserve prison time. What did I say to this? Oh, I'll be smiling on the electric chair. But you see what I'm saying? Like, bro, look at all this shit. All I'm doing is generating conversation and asking, why do people think like this? Especially people my age. Why do you think this? What's a div? I don't know what a div is, but I just know it's an insult. But it's like, look at the shit that's on the comment section. People telling me and calling me names and saying all this shit. But none of them can actually tell me why. Like, why? And this is the biggest issue. Why can't people just tell me? It's because most of these men are either living off revisionist history, or they weren't old enough to really comprehend on replay. That's what it was. It's only like the older people who can then say stuff, innit? But like, most of these men who commented, you think most of these men were watching a prime Henri in their teenage years? Like, no, they weren't. Most of these men are probably my age, bro. In fact, you know what? Let me go on YouTube Studio right now. I want to see if I can check the average age of the people who watch my video. I want to check this. Hold on, let me check this. All right, audience. I can't even check it yet. You know what? As soon as I'm able to check it, I will show you guys on stream the average audience, the average age of the audience. You know what I'm saying? Barca won in the Champions League. I do agree with that. They did. Defoe is the best forward you want on the bench. Defoe is the best forward, get a man in the Hall of Fame. Big up Defoe, fam. Henri needed to leave Arsenal to win a UCL. Yeah, and he was a squad player at Barca, fam. I don't even think it's that bad to say he was a squad player at Barca, because he was. I don't want to defend Henri, but I'll admit I'm a Barclays merchant. I'll tell me I'll defend for... And look, that's fine, John. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people thinking that 2000s was better, so they elevate Henri. No problem. But when I say I think that the 2000s was overrated, not because of the top talents, but because of the average player, they can't tell me, apart from the game was more physical. What does that mean? What does that mean? And it's all right if you think that it's better. That's fine. I don't care. The problem is that when I'm asking a question, and of course the way I'm going about asking the question is rage bait, innit? Like, it is, like, the most overrated football of all time. Of course it's rage bait, but I'm asking, like, I'm literally creating the dialogue because I want to know. Like, if I made a video, chat, be honest, and I'm going to get to your comments in a second, I apologize. But let's be honest, chat. Tell me if I'm bugging. If I had titled this video, "Is Thierry Henry overrated?" Do you think this video would have gotten 800 views in a day? Or would it have gotten like 50 views and I'd get no comments? Like, be honest with me, chat. Be honest. If I had done some neutral, trying to find out if Henry is overrated, or how do we feel about Henry, or what about the 2000s era of football, bro, the video would get no views with no comments. People wouldn't give a fuck, and I would leave with nothing. Of course, this is slightly pushing it, but the video's done what I want it to do. It's been pushed out, and people are reacting to it, and they're seeing the title, and they're like, what the fuck is he talking about? But the only problem is no one's actually giving me any answers. Let me sort this by newest and see what people are saying. Can I sort this by newest? Newest first, okay. Moussa Dembele on his way to be most overrated. Sure, not that mad. Let's take... I don't agree with it, but I just don't care. People who weren't watching Dembele, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really care. Stupid things does stupid things. I don't know what this means. So we'll just reply to that. And no one can say I'm ducking comments because I'm literally replying to everyone. I can't type, fam. I can't fucking type. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second, I promise. Alright. Okay. I like the title, Hate Arsenal with all my heart. Hey, Fairs, I hate Arsenal too, bruv. You don't worry, you're 100% sure that Audrey is overrated. It's unbelievable. But it's, the thing is, even if I get proven wrong in it, I'm cool with that. I'll make a video and say that I'm wrong. It really isn't that big of a deal. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool with admitting I'm wrong. Nor did you mention Henry in the Euros 2000. Yeah, I forgot to mention the Euros because I was going off chat. I looked up the World Cup and then someone reminded me of 2006 and stuff like that. But yeah, I did miss the 2000s Euros where he cooked. Yeah, I did. I missed that. I missed that. There ain't no rage bait. Think about it. They say Henry in the Champions League, blood, that one good game and no legacy in the thing. Just Arsenal fans hyping that Baldy up. Okay, that's insane, bro. As I say, look, Henry and his Champions League, sure, he was a squad player in it. Cool. Man still posted his comment with the typo of the fix. Did I actually? Oh, for fuck's sake. No one. Oh, I did as well. Oh, that's an L. That's an L. You know what it is, bro? I'm so bad at typing, bro. I'm so bad at typing. Alright, I fixed it. I fixed it. I'm sorry. Henry versus Suarez, okay, that's a fair debate, but to say Henry is the most overrated is a mad take. It's slight rage bait, though. Like, I don't think he's the most overrated. This is slightly... I do think he's overrated, though. But the point of the video is for me to find out why people, like, rate him so much. It's like saying Kane's overrated. Kane is underrated, actually. He's actually underrated. But the point of the video is, even though the most... Yeah, sure, the most is where... You know what I'm saying? But even so, right... I don't fully disagree with it. I just embellish it. I just embellished how I believed it. I still think Henry is overrated. But like the thing that annoys me is that when it comes to people rating players, they'll change what they rate about the player depending on who we compare them to. That's really the issue. Like no one is ever consistent on how they rate players. Like as much as people like hate Rants, for example, he has always been consistent for the most part because there's some players which he has a bias for. But for the most part, he's consistent on players he rates and who he rates higher because of like technical ability in footballers. Some people, they just value the aspect of winning and how good you are when you win, which is fair enough. But like when it comes to certain players, right, they'll rate people, like for example R9, right? R9 ain't never won the Champions League, but R9, we all know how good he is, but he ain't never won the Champions League. So what, are players that have won the Champions League better than him? Like not necessarily. And when it comes to people like Henry, right? The first time I ever saw Henry and Suarez debate, the first thing that was brought up is what has Suarez done internationally? It was the first thing. And yes, Henry won the Euros in 2000s. I forgot to mention that. No problem in it. But in the 2006 thing, he stunk it up. And in the 98, he didn't play. Even in where he got man, I think he got man of the match in 2000. But even so, he didn't score. He didn't get no GA, fam. Like, he didn't score. So yeah, in the 2000s Euros, cool, he bossed it. No problem. No problem. In 98, he didn't play. In 2006, he didn't play. That was his international career. Sure. No problem. In Arsenal, cool. Two titles, 3 FA Cups in 7 years. Cool. Barcelona, squad player, won stuff. No problem. Suarez won more trophies, had better stats. In my opinion, was just a better footballer at his peak as well. And Suarez even has the longevity. So, in no aspect do I think Suarez is worse than Henry in any aspect of football. But I just think the 2000s was just an overrated era of football regardless. But people will change it. Like, if for example, if I say Kane versus Henry, it'll automatically just shift the trophies because that's where Kane lacks. But then if I compare someone who's a serial winner to Henry, it'll automatically be, Oh no, it has nothing to do with winning why they're better. It's just footballing ability. Like you can't win. You can't win. There's no actual way people measure. They'll change how they measure each player considering who they like more. Let's be real. It's based on who they like more. That's the end of it, man. It's who they prefer. Whoever they prefer, they'll switch the goalposts and how they rate players. That's what it is, bro. Like, for example, if some people want to say, oh, Salah's got more goals and he's want more trophies than Henry and all this shit, all of a sudden Salah's just a GA merchant who ain't got nowhere near the technical ability of Henry. Then we go for a player who has more technical ability than Henry. Oh, but they didn't win enough. It's like it just seesaws, fam. It just seesaws. And that's the thing that annoys me, because I see in basketball the same way, fam. People will just change their criteria on how they rate players. And if it's a mix of both, you need to have a mix of both. No problem. If you bring up players who have a mix of both, at that point they'll still change the goalposts. Like if it's 70% technical ability and then 30% winning, you'll bring a player who hasn't won as much but has more technical ability, all of a sudden it's the trophies. Like people will just change it all the time. Suarez won a Copa America in 2011. There you go. He literally won something for Uruguay. I see mid-ass players make the Ballon d'Or rankings just because they won a trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like Jorginho was getting Ballon d'Or shouts in 2021 because he won the Euros and the Champions League. It's like Jorginho. Like, are we being fucking for real? Are we being for real? Arsenal fans saying GA don't matter for a winger, and then what the fuck it does for a winger. The thing is, Henry wasn't even a winger, to be fair, but he was a bastard, to be fair. But they have no right to be on the rankings here. Henry's better than Kane, but not based on just technical ability alone. Because apart from speed and acceleration with the football, and I guess some sort of dribbling ability, sure. But physicality, I can't lie, it's pretty much equal in my opinion. I would say Kane's the better finisher. I'd say Kane's the better playmaker. And I'd say Kane's the better passer. And for what it's worth, I'd say Kane's a better defender as well. So it's like it just depends on what you value, really. Like me, for example, I more value like just the pure technical ability and how you're producing what you produce. That's the way I look at it. And to be fair, I could be biased because I'm a Spurs fan, so I'm not using trophies as the be-all, end-all. Because obviously, as a Spurs fan, we don't win trophies. Suck him up, we just won the Europa League. But even so, like, for example, one of my favorite players all time is fucking how the fuck if I get his name? Is Yaya Toure. He's literally one of my favorite players of all time. Like he's in my top 3 of players I rate. It's not just because he won this trophy or that trophy, bro. You just had to watch him play, fam. Yaya Toure had 0 flaws in his game at his peak. He literally he had the set piece game, pace and power, technical ability, defending, shots, IQ. You know what I'm saying? The reaction speed. Like, he could do it everywhere. He was so good. Like, I don't think I've seen many midfielders have a season better than his season, bro. I haven't seen many midfielders better than Toure at his peak. I haven't. So it's not just about a trophy. Like, I'll always rate the technical ability of players and the way they produce what they produce. Like, you could be technical, but if you don't produce nothing, then I'm starting to look at you as just like a merchant. But I look at how technical players are and what they produce with that technical ability. Because Sancho has all the technical stuff in the world, but Sancho doesn't produce enough to warrant having all that technical ability, which is why I was struggling earlier. Not gonna lie, as a United fan, Henry is the best Premier League striker. Suarez is better than him. Henry played as a wing back for Juventus, then wing out Arsenal, turned into a striker. Which is fair enough. Henry was versatile. He could play on the wing and up top. He was a versatile player. He was even, when he was playing striker, he was even drifting out to the right. I was watching him, like, during the games I was watching with Henry, he was drifting out to the right creating as well. Like, he was playing all around the front line for real. I value ability and team success. I don't always value team success because it depends on the context. Because it's like, if you're on a team where you're just not going to win, then you just don't win. It's just that simple. Toure is a baller. He was, man. Best African player, in my opinion. I agree with that as well. Apart from Okocha. But even so, I think Toure was probably better than Okocha, to be honest. In totality, I think he was better. But I just really like Okocha. Power, technique, IQ, creativity. I'm telling you, him and De Bruyne are best miss in the Prem. Mid in the Prem, I don't give a fuck what others say. Literally, Yaya, bro. He's pretty much the best. He's like the best at his peak. He's the best midfielder I've ever watched. I haven't watched a midfielder better than Yaya Toure at his peak. I haven't. People obviously say like, you know, the Iniestas and the Modric's and shit, which is fine. I have no problem with you saying that. And overall, they're better, sure. Peak. Oh my goodness, bro. Fucking peak, bro. Barca had the best, then you couldn't make it to the Barca team, hence why he went to City. Oh, you're talking about Yaya. Yeah, which is fine, innit? Which is fair enough. Which is perfectly fair enough. Okocho's one of the all-time favourite players, played for teams who weren't the best but still made a lasting impact. Yeah, because Okocho was that cold, man. You know what I'm saying? Man like Dino's mentor and that. Torre, Okocha, Abedi Pele is another one, fam. Best African award goes to Eto. Yeah, Eto is cold, to be fair. Kane class, Tottenham, your late, what if players do or have developed since Levy took over? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing. When it comes to Kane, right? When Kane initially left, we didn't have a problem with it because we knew what we were. But now that we've won the trophy, it's like, bruh, everyone's so mad at Kane for leaving, like, as if we didn't understand why he left originally. Like, we knew what the team was, we knew what we were, we understood why he left at the moment. You know what I'm saying? We understood. I mean, Suarez being better is your matter of opinion, just like my opinion is Henry. Yeah, sure, we can back up with facts of why each other are better, but inevitably it's just all opinions. 100%. 100%. It's all opinions at the end of the day. But that's why comments like this shit make no sense to me. Because they can give me all the insults in the world, but none of them have actually given me a reason. Like, none of them. Like, I've gotten more reasons from people in the chat today than anyone in the comments. Like, and the thing, you can go and read his comments if you want yourself. Like, literally, I'm just getting the same type of comments where it's just, you don't know ball. Never said I was a football master, by the way. In fact, you man in the chat know I always say my football opinions and my football knowledge is in the mud. How many times have I said that? I've said it on George's show, say it on Jay's show, say it on my stream all the fucking time. I know that my ball knowledge is in the mud. But if no one's gonna ask the questions, I'm gonna ask the fucking questions. Because if there's one thing about me, it's that I am not afraid to ask questions when I don't know. And I'm watching 2000s football and I'm like, bro, these men look ass, bro. Apart from the creme de la creme of teams and footballers, the rest of these men look average as fuck. So why are these men rating it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if no one's gonna ask the questions, I will. Are people mad at Kane for? Yeah, man, they're saying Kane's not a Tottenham legend because he didn't win the Europa, as if we all didn't know that, as if we all knew that Tottenham weren't gonna win shit. Well, they're trying to say Kane ain't a legend. If you want to say Son's a bigger legend, sure, but saying Kane's not a legend is insane. Levy don't give a shit about football. He doesn't. My favorite all-time striker is R9. Yes, sir, I hear that. Henry can't come close to him. On R9 without the injuries, Lord of mercy. Only the money and that will get you so far in terms of sustained success. Yeah, literally, I do agree with that. How many academy products can give their club 10 years and still leave for 100 million at the club? Facts. Question: why do Spurs legends get building facades instead of bronze statues? I think it just, I don't even know, you know. I don't even know. I think Son will probably get a statue though. That's one thing. I think Son will get a statue. I don't even know if Kane will get a statue no more. I don't even know anymore. It's peak. But it's literally just murals and shit. Like, Ledley King has a mural. Kane has one. How many more? I don't even know how many more, bro. Fans say that Kane's not a legend, you're disgrace. Literally, he's a fucking legend. I can't comprehend that people at this club are mad at Kane. Literally, like, I'm telling you, winning this trophy, right, was both the best and the worst thing to happen to Spurs, bro. Because some Spurs fans have this huge fucking ego now. Now that we've won a fucking trophy, they have the biggest ego in the world. They're acting like this trophy is just so instrumental into how everyone views Tottenham. It's instrumental into how our standards should just be fucking elevated to where Liverpool and Arsenal and City and these men are. But like, bro, in reality, the Europa League doesn't actually fucking help us at all. All it does is break the trophy drought. That's it. That's all it does. But these men think that, oh, we should be mega bantering Man United and all this, and mega bantering Arsenal, and it's like, yeah, we can get our jokes in, we can get our little swipes in, no cap. But it's like, bro, like, let's be real, fam. Let's be real. That's some bullshit. Kane's a legend, but Son's on another title of legend stat. No, facts. I do agree with that. Harry Kane is definitely a legend of the club. All-time great. In my opinion, the greatest striker in Tottenham history. Son, however, because he was here when we won the trophy, he just like he's in GOAT. He's in the GOAT kind of tier for Tottenham legends because of how long he stayed here and winning the trophy. Kane's in that tier 2, in my opinion. He's in the tier 2, but he's still definitely a legend. Baxi, I'm telling you, players nowadays look at more at the league position than trophies. Look at the transfer window. You know, that's what I'm saying. 17th, yeah. I know. Us as fans, like I say us. Let me rephrase, because in this chat, it's not part of us. All right, it's not part of us. The Ange fans did not care about 17th, and I understand. I fully understand. But the world is not Ange fans, okay? The football world is full of players who want to win trophies. And they're looking at Tottenham. I'll tell you, man, and you, man, will agree with this 100%. Everyone here will agree with this. Tottenham is a Champions League club with Champions League football, but they finished 17th. They finished 17th. Their best defender is now leaving the club, confirmed. The future of the midfielders, or the rest of the best players, is up in arms. Our number 1 choice goalkeeper, his future's up in arms. Our captain, his future's up in arms. Our manager, who just won the trophy, just got sacked and replaced with someone else who's never won a trophy in his career. Whether you think he's good or not, the fact that he hasn't won a trophy. The players are looking at our club and they're like, bro, these men are lucky to be in the champs. We're getting Champions League football, but we're not getting Champions League football next year because these men are going to have to finish top 4 or win the thing after finishing 17th. And when these men go out in the group stages, I'm not going to get Champions League football again, so why would I join? That's how players are going to look at it. I'm saying we're still Tottenham, facts. You can just go ahead and say Jacob doesn't care about 17th, and then you go shocked Pikachu when no good players want to join us. Jacob's one of them. Jacob is one of them. Facts. Jacob is one of them. Mr. Uncensored himself surprised when players censored themselves. I'm saying, like, Jacob is one of them. I love Jacob. No diddy, but it's like, bro, you don't care, innit? And I understand why you don't care. I understand why other fans don't care. But the footballers aren't Tottenham fans. They're players with thinking about their future. And we're a club that already doesn't pay the max wages. So they'd still have to take a pay cut. Not a pay cut in terms of their wages will decrease, but in terms of what they feel like they're worth, it will be less than that if they come to Spurs because we don't pay wages. Then they have to accept, most likely, 1 year of group stage Champions League football. Then they'd have to wait 2 years to play in the Champions League again at earliest, while all the other teams are qualifying, and we might finish mid-table. Is that really worth it for a top player? Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Harry Hotspur, I ain't hearing your chat. Kane showed us plenty on and off the pitch. Facts. Even Tottenham players, what are fans of the club will still think the exact same, that their career won't be remembered. They could potentially come to us. Yeah, literally, it's that too. It's that too, innit? In terms of the legacy, I fully get it. But it's just a lot of shit, man. It's just a lot of shit. Like, the trophy didn't make us go forward. It stopped us from going backwards. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Footballers are just workers. Yep, they're just employees. Think about it as a corporate job in your clock. Thank you, John. Thank you. You've been saying this as long as I've been saying this, probably longer because you've been on you've been on Tottenham YouTube way longer than I've been. So you've probably been saying this, and it looks like I'm echoing you. I'm fine with echoing you, bro. But I've said so many times, people just have to treat football like it's a normal business, and everything falls into place, bro. It all falls into place. I swear to God. If people just treat football like it's a regular job, regular business, and just look at it through those lenses, everything just falls into all the nuances of the game. They just fall right into place like a fucking jigsaw. I swear to God. Who's messaging me? Oh, Mumsy's messaging me. Exactly. The decision to sack Ange wasn't about finishing 17th this year. It was about the lack of league form and the likelihood of repeating itself next year. Literally. And the thing is about 17th, right? I know people will be like, oh, I'll take 15th and a trophy, 17th and a trophy again and again and again. People got to realize, right? If you're okay with always being at the bottom, as long as you win a trophy, you know you run the risk of being relegated, right? Like, you do run the risk. Like, obviously, last season, we only really had relegation talks for like 2-3 weeks, innit? But the more you're okay with being at the bottom of the table, means you're okay with the squad eventually getting worse. Which means you're okay with flirting with the idea of relegation. Sorry if you heard that, I just hit my mic. But you're okay with flirting with the idea of relegation as long as you pick a trophy up. You know how dangerous that game is, bro? Like, that's such a dangerous game. Why would you want to flirt with relegation just to win a trophy? Like, shouldn't we be up there and winning trophies? Like, that's what we should be as Spurs fans, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Make sure everyone, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, man. Hit the sub button. I'd appreciate you guys, man. No one wants to sign a contract with Levy. Yes, sir, I agree with that. I agree with that, Pond. The only thing that Trophy has done has given these players the mentality of winning trophies. Bar that, it gives nothing else. Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah, I agree with that, Boris. We're just looking at it with rose-tinted glasses because we're all Tottenham fans, and rightly so. Yeah, we're the fans, so we're going to look at it differently, but everyone else that ain't a fan, yeah, man. If my company has record-level losses this year, I wouldn't look to jump ship. Or I would be looking to jump ship. Yeah, which I hear it. I'm looking here. If I was the top performer at my job, but the job is continuously taking losses and losses and losses, and you might have to take a pay cut, bye-bye, fam. Especially if better teams or better companies want me, they're willing to give me more hours, or the hours I want, the days I want, and pay me more money. Bye-bye. Am I supposed to what? Stay in the lower job to prove how tough I am? Allow that, man. I'm not tough. I want my money. We'll have to see how dangerous it stays. Yeah, we don't have the Europa League to bail us out next season. To get Champions League football, we have to either win it or finish top 5. And wasn't going to do either. And the thing is, I don't even think Frank's going to do either as well. I don't think either of those two managers will do it. But I could be wrong, which is why I want to see what Frank can do in it, because I could be very wrong. The concept's scary, but then you have to look at the people coming up and down. It's the same teams. The longer Spurs stay in the Premier League, the less likely as we go down, the gap's only getting bigger. I do agree with that, though. Most of the time, the same 3 teams that come up go down, which is why I'm not really listening to entertaining. I'm not entertaining the relegation talks, innit? If we had Ange still, I wouldn't have entertained them, because for years we've never needed. The last time you needed 40 points to stay up was like over a decade ago. Like, I'm pretty sure. In fact, let me look this up. Let me look this up. When was the last time an EPL team got relegated with 40 points? It was 2002, 2003. So it's literally been over 20 years. It's been over 20 years since a team with 40 points got relegated. So we don't necessarily need to get to 40 points to stay up. But if we're consistently there, then it's a fucking issue. It's an issue. Anyone in the stream who hasn't hit the sub button, I just need 1 sub to get to 1.12k subscribers. So please hit the sub button if you are new. I'd appreciate it, man. The entire argument is for Kane isn't a legend, but Son is. Has baffled me. Same people saying basically Johnson is a legend of Spurs more than Kane. That's what they're trying to say, bro. Do I say Giggs a legend? They're trying to say that, Twisted. They're trying to say Brennan Johnson is more of a legend because he has a goal in the final and Kane don't. Like, these are the people, bro. It's insane. I had this argument with Jacob about how we were never in danger of getting relegated. This is the dangerous territory we're fucking with. That's love strong. Literally, like, even if we weren't in danger, like, I'm willing to accept we weren't in danger of getting relegated. But if you're constantly at the bottom of the table just so you can win a trophy, there are going to be years where you're really flirting with the idea of relegation. Like, it's actually looking real serious. Because we had won 3 out of 3 games, or we won 3 games on the bounce, and then that pretty much cleared the whole relegation thing. But before that, it was like, what, 6 points? 7 points? Some shit like that? And we're looking at it like, bruh, if we don't win some games, fam, we might actually have to, you know what I'm saying? The only teams I see going down are teams that aren't big enough to fail, which is fair enough, innit? Considering how circular relegation is now. Facts. The only thing I would say, though, is if you're constantly at the bottom of the table and your team's constantly getting worse, you're going to eventually just go down. You're going to have to eventually. Relegation's no joke. 17th is no joke. I don't want to be associated with nowhere disposition. Facts. It's this a one-off is cool. Making this a regular thing for a trophy, in my opinion, is not worth it. It's not worth it, bro. I'm not willing to take continuous 15th and a trophy. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Johnson doesn't have a goal in the final, let's be real. The Muppets need to realize he backflicked the ball and our player scored the goal. I know. I can't lie. That's the thing, because it was an own goal first to Luke Shaw, I want to say, and then they gave Brendan the goal. But it's like, even so, it's just, bro, shit don't make no sense to me, man. I don't know how a player can score over 200 goals for a club, and then a player can come in, score like, what, 17 goals? And because one of them was in the Europa League final, he's a bigger legend than the person who scored 200. Carried the club on his back the last few years. Insane. It's insane, bro. Big up Eugen, fam. Levy out. Yes, sir. Levy out. In fact, I've got, you might need to be slightly louder. Fairs. Does it? I mean, it's almost maxing out on my screen. You know, it's fine. I'll turn my mic up a little bit. How about now? Is it better now, Eugen? Let me know if it's better now. Jacob wearing his bandana, I'll take 15th in a trophy. Bro, it's cool as a one-time thing. But, yeah, allow that. Followed with a failed knee slide. Yeah, true say. Failed knee slide, 100%. We shameless. We'll definitely be shameless. Slightly better. Well, I don't want to turn it up too much because it looks like it's maxing out on my OBS. It looks like it's maxing out. Wait, hold on. Can I show this? Hold on. Alright, I can show this. So basically, this is like a little Inception thing, innit? But like, you guys can see, right? Like, it's pretty much maxing out. It's maxing out every time. Like, it's getting to the red. So that means like it's about to max out. And when it maxes out, it'll just sound muffled. You know what I'm saying? So that's the worst goal in finals history. It is. Van de Ven is a bigger legend than Johnson. He saved you, man, with that insane goal line clearance. Yeah, that was worth just as much as the goal. And Vicario pulled off some great saves too. I will say that. Audio was good for me. I'm on headphones with volume halfway. Fairs. Okay. Fair enough, Quez. Appreciate that. Thank God for Dr. Ofori and his flappy palms. We will not try. Okay, now, man. People don't talk about the Van de Ven moment enough. Jacob has it tattooed on his arm, bro. He has it tattooed on his arm. I'll take the trophy for any league position unless we win the league. What, every year, Eugen? So you'd be cool with finishing, I won't say 17th because we won't finish 17th. That's crazy. But you're okay with finishing like 15th, 14th every year as long as we win a trophy. Parking the bus against a team with the 4th worst goal scoring record in the league is diabolical. You know what's crazy about United, right? Them man were putting 6-7 past every team in the knockout stages. And then it went to Tottenham and they turned back into Premier League United, bro. It was insane. It was actually insane. If we even look up Europa League run. Bro, are you fucking serious? Alright, whatever, man. I guess we have to go back to the old one. I have to go back. Cool. Europa League. You know what? Cool. I'll just look at Man United. So don't complain when we sign Tell on a permanent if you expect 15th. Yeah, literally. Matisse Tell, we can't be linked with top players if we're always finishing 15th. But like United, obviously in the final they didn't score. But their man put 7 past Bilbao, a team that we thought would give them problems. Put 7 against Lyon, and then put 5 past Sociedad. Their man were banging in goals in the Europa League. And then they played Tottenham and they went back to a Premier League game, bro. It's tough. It's crazy. It's crazy, fam. Absolutely crazy. Yes, it will show we're not Spursy anymore. But this is the thing, like, Spursy doesn't actually exist. Alright? The word Spursy is it's a genjutsu. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. Because people have changed. I've been on YouTube for 8 months. These men have changed the definition of Spursy about 70 times, bro. Oh, beating Man City and losing to Ipswich is Spursy. Oh, losing the Europa League final is Spursy. Oh, winning the Europa League and finishing 17th is Spursy. Bro, everything that happens with Tottenham, it's somehow Spursy. That's why I don't care about how other people view it, fam. If we're being honest, yeah, if we finish 15th with a trophy every season, we're not getting any top players. And it's in the Oxford Dictionary. Bro, the definition of the word doesn't exist. The actual definition, no. But the thing is that the way, literally look at our transfer window this season. This season, our transfer window, imagine it slightly worse. That is what it will be if we keep finishing 15th with a trophy. Because we just won the 3rd highest trophy that we could win as a football club. Or the 4th if you count the Super Cup. And we've signed Matisse Tell and Danso. We've been rejected by Cardozo. We've been rejected by Tomori. We've been rejected by Gueye. We've been rejected by Sane. Who else? Who else? Who else has rejected us? We've been rejected. Who else? Let me think about this. Angel Gomez is another one. Disasi, how shit is Disasi? We got rejected by him. Mbuemo, because he wants United. He'll probably go United now that they're not getting Gyökeres. Mbuemo's another one. What transfer window? Nothing has changed. Levy. But this is the thing. Players who have rejected Spurs, you can't blame Levy for. You can't. And this is where, like, yes, I'm Levy out. But these players have rejected Spurs, meaning that we've pursued these players. We pursued Mbuemo. We pursued Cardozo. We pursued Tomori. We pursued all. They rejected us. And yes, you can say, oh, Levy is the one who got the club to this situation. Sure. No problem. And yes, I do want that guy out. But Levy is not the one who puts the players on the pitch. Levy is not the one kicking the ball around. Cunha's another one. You know what I'm saying? They're not the ones. He's not the one kicking the ball about. He isn't. He isn't. They were talking about the players love Ange so much. Well, you guys should have won more games than Ange would be here. We're not asking you, man, to finish top 5. We asked you, man, to not finish in 17th. Kolo Muani is another one. Like, these men aren't shit, man. Like, even if we want to say for bands, oh yeah, these men aren't that good. They're not shit. Like, they're decent. You know what I'm saying? They're decent. But these man, it's not even like, oh, we didn't even get to the wages aspect of it or nothing like that. These man just straight up said, I don't want to come to Spurs. You think 15th and a trophy is going to compete with that? We went from White Hart Lane, where we were perennial top 4 team, to moving to the stadium, to Tottenham Stadium, to finish 15th with a trophy? We might as well have just stayed in the 90s. We might as well have just stayed in the 80s. How are we bigger of a club by always being 15th with a trophy compared to finishing in the top 4 perennially? Due said no to us. That's another one, to be fair. But these men are all rejecting Spurs. Like, if they're rejecting Spurs, who can Levy bring in? Is the question I'm asking. Yes, Levy has played his part. 100%. Levy's definitely played his part. But that doesn't excuse everyone else that's part of Tottenham that has made Tottenham what it is today. It doesn't. Moani would come here, leave, and then become the best player when he leaves. I guarantee you, if Kolo Moani in the World Cup final, if he had already played for Spurs and left, he would have scored that goal. Due is more Champions League finals close to mess. Hey, I hear it though. Fuck it up. I fucking hear it. So you know when you have like so many fucking you know when you have so many notifications and it's like you're trying to just filter out the notifications you actually need and the ones that you can just like swipe away? That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I'm trying my best to like actually see what I need and what I don't need. Damn, KD got traded to Houston? Holy shit, bruv. I said KD got traded to Houston. That's insane, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, sorry. I just made all our players look crap. It's no surprise players didn't want the same to happen to them. I hear it. I'll never stop running agenda. It's too funny. I hear it. You know what? Hey, look. It is factual. So, Drewski hands, innit? Fair enough. I can't be mad at it, man. It's more Champions League final goals than Henry. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at it, man. I can't be mad at it. It's factually true. Seems Jamal has that Arsenal PR team. They're literally calling him a leader for saying thanks in another language to someone. Swear they're calling Jamal a leader. The man's 17, bro. Let him enjoy his teenage years, fam. Isn't he still in school, bro? Anyway, I swear he's just in school. He just left school. One of them, bro. He's not a leader, man. He's 17. That man needs to allow the yapping, bro. They need to allow the yapping. Fuck it now. He's a fucking leader. Miss me with that shit, please. Please miss me with that shit. That man love yapping. I'm worried for him. To be fair, the amount of football he's played so early on, he might actually get washed by like 28. No cap. I'm seeing the whole team leave thank you posts for Ange, play better than. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just win like 5 more games. Win 5 or 6 more games. Time and time again, see wingers, teenagers balling out. And then, yeah, the injuries. Especially the way they kick the shit out of him in games and shit. It could really injure him, and it might be crazy. You might the wonder kid 17 and Barca fans already calling him the best winger in history. Oh, you see the fact he's hanging out with a woman who's 30 and she made a statement saying she's 29. I don't know why that made me laugh. I'm sorry. Oh, if it was a man with a 17-year-old, no one would call the guy out. She's fucking insane. Yeah, no, I'm saying equality in it, because a woman can be 29, almost said 30, with a 17-year-old and it's supposed to be accepted. Like, double standards, man. They reach their 20s and they stack up injuries because they play too much. Yeah, they are playing too much, to be fair. Hopefully Yamal can... He's only 17, so I'm not going to put so much on him, but no Diddy. But hopefully he'll be able to still work on his physicality and bulk up a bit. Levy's to blame for everything. Free transfer windows without buying any players. He's not to blame for everything. Because regardless of that, we still made finals and we lost. So what do we do when we put the banner up? 1 trophy in 25 years. Now it's 2 trophies. 2 trophies in 25 years. Levy out. We haven't been in 2 finals. We've been in how many finals? This one, 2022 or 21, 2019, 2015. That's already 4. Obviously 2008. And I don't remember anymore. So we've been in 5 finals and we've won 2. Like, if we had 5 trophies, yes, people still be saying Levy out, but it's like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Levy could have done way more. Sure. I'm still Levy out. No problem. But, like, come on, bro. Just playing for Tottenham, just the club Tottenham enough. People don't want to come here, bro. Damn, Ranger, you came in on smoke, bro. Jeez. Ange has that fun substitute teacher energy. Students are sad to see him because it means they can't fuck about anymore. I guess we'll see in it what it's like under Frank. This cocksucking players like Ben. Hey, now Rangers on fucking smoke, bro. Like Ben Davies, Radu, Archie, Madison, Pisuma, Brennan, Son got my manager sacked. Hey, now don't put Madison in there, bro. Don't put Madison in there, bro. He was playing for the gaffer, bro. Ben Davies, no problem. Radu, I believe he's genuinely trying in it. I just don't think he's that great. Archie is mid. Pisuma. Brennan Johnson, he scored the goal in the final. I'm sorry, Pisuma's crazy. Hey, no. And I need to get together, bro. I'm supposed to be a professional streamer, bro. I need to get it together. Pisuma is crazy, though. Hey, by the way, Buemo's basically done now. 63 million bid shouldn't be rejected. Yeah, that's calm. That all United had to do was match Spurs' offer and you would have been fine. So now that you've done it, yeah, there you go. Game over. Buemo's at United, no problems. Same happened with Dele Alli. Yeah, fairs. I think when the Olympics come, Pisuma's fucking funny, bro. I think when the Olympics comes around, there's going to be another Pedri playing over 70 managers, over 70 matches. Yeah, fairs. Say that to every single player that said no to us. Couldn't even get Sane on a free. Yeah, he chose Galatasaray. Washed Bellingham. Yeah, fairs. Pisuma's great. Pisuma's insane, bro. Yeah, manager's a washed up PE teacher. Fucking hammer him. I don't care. I blame Levy. Hey, you know what? Fair enough, man. There's a man of principles right there. Tamworth? Ah, yeah, Tamworth. But we beat Tamworth, though. He had a fucking stinker, though. He had the biggest stinker I've ever seen in my life. But we did beat Tamworth. Not because of him, but we at least won that game. I used to say, unfortunately, I support Tottenham, but now I say support Spurs, Europa League champs. You know what, fairs? We got to milk it for all it's worth. I hear it, though. Finish 17th, expect more signings. Like Gray and Randy. Sleeping with the dogs, expect fleas. Finish 17th, get 17th level players. Hold that P45. Oh my god. Tamworth should have won too. Hey, we don't... Pond, you was there during the stream, bro. We was out here depressed as shit. You know what I'm saying? We was depressed as shit. The team who couldn't beat a National League team for 90 minutes won the fucking Europa. You know how crazy that is, bro? It took us over 100 minutes of football to win against Tamworth, or to score, and we won the Europa League. Oh my goodness, man. Holy shit. Ange makes me so mad, even after he won the trophy. Europa final and Tamworth lineup was heaps different. No excuses. Yeah, who was different? So we had Werner and Mikey Moore who weren't playing. Madison wasn't in that finals squad because he was injured. Bergvall wasn't in there. Archie wasn't in there. Kulu wasn't in there, but he was on the bench anyway. Um, Richarlison wasn't in there. Kinski wasn't in there. Yeah, that's basically the whole damn team. Yeah, it's pretty much Ben Davies. Yeah, yeah, that's basically the whole fucking team was different. Yeah, yeah, fairs, fairs. I've never really thought about it, but yeah, fair enough. They're literally a mid-table National League side. Fuck it up. Football is a passion. If you love your team, no team is better than the team you love. Tottenham Hotspur are still on the map. Hey, it's fuck off. You got a granny swearing. The thing is that the things about football nowadays is it's just a job. Like no one really cares about the club like that. Unless you're academy graduate or you supported Spurs as a kid, you don't actually care about the club like that. Like on a real. People just want the money and they just want to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about so much the passion anymore. It's more about the money. Because like back, especially back in the days, unless you were like top level of player, you weren't making enough money to where it would sustain you for your whole life. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you could be an average Prem player and make enough money to where you could be cool for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So I think the love and passion for football in general, in terms of the players, I think it's just nowhere near what it used to be. No cap. And just so much adaptability. And that shit can't fucking do anything else, man. Speaks volumes when United, who finished 15th, attract players, but Spurs, who finished 17th and a trophy, still can't get anyone. There's levels to this, man. United and Tottenham, United are just on a completely different stratosphere, bro. There's levels. SEA bookies won us the Europa League, allegedly. Yeah, because they were on the pitch kicking footballs. Big up Billy, fam. Hope you're doing well. Let's be honest, Onana and Højlund won that Europa League for Spurs. I mean, yeah, I guess Højlund. Well, I mean, Højlund didn't really do anything. But I wouldn't even have said Onana and Højlund. I would have probably said Bruno and Luke Shaw. Probably. But Højlund, to be fair, Højlund was trash. And Onana, like, apart from that one thing, but I'd blame that more on Luke Shaw, in my opinion. But Bruno was one of them. Because Bruno shat the bed. I didn't expect Bruno to shit the bed the way he did. But yeah. Onana's our best signing now. Fuck's sake, man. Samson, I told you just score one goal and you'll have my respect. You couldn't even do it. Okay, bro. Alright, I'm gonna let you man deal with that, fam. Gifted us so many goals last season. That was pretty much the United versus Spurs whole thing. It was literally just United not scoring and then us scumbagging goals. For the most part, that was pretty much what Spurs versus United was last year. Was literally just it was literally just United can't score and us just somehow scoring a goal, fam. It is for me. I took enough hatred, bullying, and shit. Taught them till I die. Know that. Yeah, so you already know Nia, innit? Yeah, fam. We did take a lot of abuse. Look at Ranger going to war, bro. This is insane, bro. This is insane, fam. Was it in Buemo hijack? Nah, you man got that, bro. Hey, look, hey, you man got that. No cap. I would have loved to have Buemo at Spurs, but you man got that. No cap. I see a lot of people say Onana is good, and I don't even know how to feel about that. But this is the thing about football nowadays, and this is why I don't rate Kinski. Because I say footballers, goalkeepers don't even have to be good at shot stopping no more. As long as they can kick the ball, they're fine. You know how crazy that is? Kinski is one of the worst shot stoppers I've ever seen in my life. Onana's one of the worst shot stoppers I've ever seen in my life. Low-key, at times, Edison is not a good shot stopper either at times, if we're being honest. And it's like, bro, because these men are good at passing, they just transcend. And it's like, bro, do these men really transcend? Like, bro, Kinski, yes, he did a little back heel shit against Arsenal. And it's like, bro, cool, I get it. Onana, he can ping a pass, sure. Edison's one of the best passers of a football I've seen as a goalkeeper in my life. No problem. Bro, these men got butter fingers, bro. Kinski against Villa, Lord of mercy. Against Arsenal, Lord of fucking mercy. It was crazy. Seeing this guy just fumble and fumble and fumble. It's like, bro, what the hell, fam? It's like, what? I'll take his goal away because he didn't score. Sources say Buemo would come to clubs Spurs if both clubs agree a fee. I mean, I don't think so, in my opinion. Especially since United aren't getting Gyökeres. I think they'll sign the Buemo. Kinski is young. He is young, and he can improve, innit? I'm just talking about right now. But he can definitely improve. No cap. Sources saying Buemo would come to Spurs if Levy's willing to spend more than £3 on it. Fuck's sake. That says sources told me I'm going to win the lottery. Fairs, bruv. That says sources is just trust me, bro, and that. That's the source. Big up Abhijit, man. Wore a vid on Thierry. Is what. In fact, let's refresh this and see if let's see if anyone's commented some shit since. Oh, the video's hit a K. That's cold. Let's see if let's see what people have said now. Man, how dare he ask questions about Arteta and him not playing in the final? Hey, oh my days, bro. Cold one, fam. Cold fucking one. Let's see if anyone's replied to some shit. Has been any replies to this? Okay, he just said cool. What else we got here? 6 replies, bro. Did I reply to all of this? I did, yeah. I did reply to all of that. What else we got? 3 replies. Yeah. There's Sam right there. I think I replied to Sam. Broski. Did I reply to him? Who calling a dick rider? You a Spurs fan by any chance? This is the reason why I'm getting so much hate, because anyone who knows ball knows this is a bullshit video. Okay. Based on what? You still we're gonna rage by everyone, bro. I'll tell you, bro. I swear, I feel like I'm one of the masters of this shit. All right, where's the angry emoji? We gotta get the angry emoji as well. Where's the angry emoji? There it is. All right. What else can we do? If you haven't given football pin other than I'm gonna get my big brother on you. Yes, sir. Actually make a decent argument, then we will talk. I think that'll piss him off. I think that'll piss him off a little bit. Alright, cool. This is what we love doing, chat. We love doing this, bro. We love doing this. These videos are fun, man. Baiting on an elite level. You know what I'm saying, bro? We love this, bro. We love this. Oh, you said I was butthurt? Yeah, man, I'll be talking, bro. I'll be talking. But I get the reactions that I want, fam. You know what I'm saying? I get the reactions that I want when I want them. This is the great thing about YouTube, man. I can ask questions because no one will ask questions. So I'm gonna ask the damn questions if no one wants to ask them. I'm cool with being the bad guy for asking a question. No problem. I'll be the bad guy. And all this while, narrative of players improving is BS. McTominay hasn't done anything he didn't do at United. Yeah, I swear McTominay is still on the same type timing. It's just the Italian league is something else. Onana was quite good at Inter. Which, yeah, fair enough, innit? But I didn't really watch him too tough at Inter, bro. I didn't. Oh, I said Inter wanted him out. Never mind. Hey, Kinski needs some BDSM gear. That's insane, Eugen. That is insane. Didn't Onana have a disaster class against City in that final? I don't actually think he was that bad, you know. But why the fuck do people still rate Onana? Why do they like him? I don't know, fam. I clocked hence why I didn't buy it. Yeah, you're one of the few people who didn't buy it, man. You know, as most people will comment, yeah, but they won't have notifications on. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's alright though. It's alright, man. It's alright. Serie A is dead. There you go. There you go. Pon, we got him because of the Ten Hag SG money. I can't lie. Ten Hag recruitment, yeah. I saw a figure of Ten Hag's recruitment. I can't. That guy's a criminal, bro. Wait, Ten Hag signings for Man United, bro. I saw the fucking major signings, bro. This is some criminal ass shit, bro. Look at this. This is some criminal shit. As Anthony Hoyland, Casemiro for 70 million is crazy. Mason Mount, Euro is not the worst thing. Lissandro, Ugarte, Onana, De Ligt is actually probably one of the most cost-effective signings you have here. Zirkzee, Mazraoui, actually another one. Malacia, and then Eriksen's another one. This is crazy. Apart from, I don't even know how good how highly you man rate Eriksen, but Mazraoui is a good signing. Zirkzee is not too bad considering he's only 30 M's. De Ligt's not bad. I'll give you lot Euro. And I can't lie, I'm not even going to give you man Casemiro. Apart from that, everything else was a fucking flop. Casemiro's not a flop, but 70 million on like a 32-year-old or 31-year-old Cas is insane. Like, he's still a good player, but it's like, bro, he was already on the other side of his prime, and you got paid 70 million. Oh, Lord. Lord. Leverkusen going to be so bad. I hear it. Bournemouth might be one to look out for, you know, because they still have Iriola, sure, but everyone's getting sniped, bro. I know they're signing, like, cheap players to, like, fill in the gaps, but, like, yeah. Brentford and Bournemouth might be teams to watch out for. Not relegation bad, but, yeah. But Leverkusen, yeah, no Frimpong, no Wirtz. Erik Ten Hag as manager. Man, Leverkusen to win Bundesliga. I can't lie, yeah. If Leverkusen win the Bundesliga next season, Harry Kane's trophies do not count. I'm sorry, I'm saying it now. His trophies don't count. I know people are saying Bundesliga, Farmers League, yeah, all that shit, innit? Bro, if Leverkusen next year win the Bundesliga, Harry Kane's trophies do not count. Alright, I'm not hearing it. As far as I'm concerned, he's trophyless till he wins a European competition, bro, at this point. Because how are you going to let Ten Hag, with no Wirtz or Frimpong, or Jonathan Tah, because I think Tah just signed for Bayern. That's three of their best players gone, fam. Jesus Christ, man. That would be insane. Ten Hag was managing Ajax in that semi-final against us too. Yeah, with Onana in net. And De Ligt. Yeah. I wonder how Eriksen felt. He had to sit on the Man United bench while we won a trophy. Wonder how he felt. Yeah, you can hold that as well, Eriksen, you pussy. If Ten Hag wins Bundesliga, Spurs win the Champions League. Yeah, Wirtz and Frimpong mentioned I've arrived. You actually have arrived, This is crazy. Yeah, you actually have arrived. But I was just saying, if Leverkusen win the title with Ten Hag as manager, yeah, the Kane trophies, they don't count. They don't count. Bayern doing an invincible, fairs. They might actually. Eriksen low-key wanted us to win. I wouldn't even be surprised, you know. But I think he must just feel like peak because obviously Spurs, you know what I'm saying. Eli, you fraud, speak on that Maz price. Well, I said Mazraoui was a bargain. I swear I said that. I swear I said that. Mazraoui, in terms of cost, like cost relation to how much you use him, he's one of the best signings that he made. I swear I said that. Kane, the fraud, left to win dinner plates. It means nothing at Bayern, fairs. I'd say if Leverkusen to win, yeah, hey, he's pretty much trophyless at this point. Promote the Eredivisie to top 5 leagues. Hey, conversations might have to happen. We might have to talk about the Portuguese league as well at some point. I didn't hear you, my bad. Okay, fairs. Kane's still trophyless in my eyes, but he's not trophyless. If Ten Hag wins the Bundesliga, he's trophyless in my eyes, but he's not actually trophyless. He's got his Bundesliga in it. Now look at Ange's signings, see if they actually... Yeah, let's look at Ange's signings. Let's look at Ange's signings. Signings at Spurs. Is there like a graphic the same way there's like a Ten Hag graphic? There's not a graphic. Okay, cool. We'll just have to go on transfer market and look at the purchase players. All right, so this is in order of expenses. So Solanke, 65. Brennan, 55. Oh, this is euros. Can we change it to pounds? No, we can't. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're just going to have to do it in euros. Solanke, 65. This has probably been an L so far. Brennan, 55. I'll let you guys decide if it's an L or not. Madison on 46 or 40 mil. That's a dub. Archie, 40. That's a L. Porro for 40. I'll let you man decide. Van der Ven for 40 is a dub. Kulu, to be fair, it was Conte that brought him to Spurs. He just made the deal permanent while he was here. Well, Andrew's there. But 30 mil, that's a dub. Odobert, 25 mil. So far, it's been a bit iffy. I won't say it's an L because he was cheap, but he's been okay. Dragusin, 25. With the injuries and stuff, it's an L. Bergvall, 20 is the fattest dub in mankind. Basically, yeah, the fattest dub. Vicario for 18 is also a fat dub. Moving on from Kinski. Jota, that's a Celtic. Veliz, who cares? That's a L. And then Tell has signed. Well, he was signed on loan for 10. That's a L in itself. So yeah. Question is, love football, love your team, and get jiggy with it. Social media, rinse into Max effing and Jeffing on a level. Don't watch me do your thing. Everyone's just gotta love life, innit? We just gotta love life. He went from one end of the spectrum to the other. Cold one. Eric Dyer was a fan favorite at Bayern. It's crazy, man. It's crazy work. Him and Kane literally scored in the quarters to give them a lifeline against Inter. And those are the people that they were slandering the most. It's crazy how life goes. Chances of getting attacked by Eric Dyer in the stands is low, but not zero affairs. Like the stream for your boy Easy Enter. Yeah, appreciate it. Hit the like button, man. If we can get to 20 likes, I'll be a happy man on the stream, man. Don't think Archie's an L when he hasn't played in his position. But that's why he's an L for now, innit? It's just an L just because 40 M's for like an 18, 19-year-old utility, man. Like, yeah, bro. He can turn into a dub. But, like, right now, Johnson's been a W with the important goals. He's been on Bruno Fernandes. Okay, under that premise, he's a dub. Wasted development? Yeah, that's what I believe about Archie. It's wasted development. As soon as we bought him, I knew it'd be wasted development, though. Because, like, it was clear as day he was bought as a right back. Like I was saying it at the season starting last year. At this point, I can now say, oh, I've made predictions from last year and shit. But literally, one of my first videos. Oh, my name is still not there. Soon enough, my name will be here, innit? But it's not here yet. It's not here yet. But literally, one of my earliest videos was me talking about this. This video here. And all the comments is, he's a midfielder. He's a midfielder. He's a midfielder. He's a midfielder. Did he play midfield this season? All right, then. Knew it, fam. And look at Jacob trying to timestamp because he wanted to make a video or a stream talking shit. There's a reason why the stream didn't happen, yeah? Because he knows he can't talk shit on me, bro. He can't. He can't. Look at him. He was doing timestamps and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take me out of content. Send Gray right back to Leeds. He was trying to take me out of context, bro. Look at this. He's only 18, I understand. Cut him some slack, whatever, man. He's been playing right back with at Leeds. His point is a better midfielder and he should play there. He should, but did he play? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, what I'm saying, yeah. Big on Miles, by the way. He's a fucking member. That's crazy. Big on Miles. But, yeah, literally. I was proven. Gray was packaged and sold as a right back. Couldn't be more wrong. And saying Jed was iced out isn't true at all. The quote come out this week. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, he was literally, bro. I mean, time was proven that I was right in it. So I just find it so funny. You know what I'm saying? Even Sanchez was balling out under Ange. I forgot he existed. He cooked us a Galatasaray. Dai got out there as soon as he said the World War II training drills Ange was having. Yeah. Yeah, we replaced them with Archie and Radu. If we had Dai and Sanchez and centre backs to the Archie and Radu, Ange would still have a job. You know what? It definitely would have been better. 50 Shades of Grey was bought to cover our defensive fertility. Literally, he was bought to play right back, and I ended up making this other Archie Gray video, which, to be fair, most of you in the chat probably would have seen because you might be watching my vids. Literally, this video right here, I literally talked about it, and where's the screenshot? Where's the screenshot? Did I miss the screenshot already, fam? Where is the screenshot? Here it is, bro. He's only played DM 4 times, and 3 of those times was at the end of the season. This is what I said Archie Gray would be doing. I thought he'd play right back more than centre back, but the only reason he played centre back that much is because players were injured. Yeah, honestly, bro, if you want to learn more about these United signings, look into SEG through Ten Hag. Or Ten Hag's son works for them. They made 30 M's off Anthony. Hoyland 35. Oi. Ah, so them man did the market. They did the marketing to try and pocket more money. Damn. That's fucked. What type of corruption is that? Hey, that's crazy corruption. I can't even lie. Gave us an excuse not to get a defender. Yeah, that's literally what it was for, innit? Archie played his best football at centre back. Everywhere else he was hopeless. But that's why, like, remember in the start of the season, and Ranger, I know you weren't in my chat, but you was in other chats, innit? Like, you in George's chat and like Jay's chat for a bit. Bro, like, people were saying, oh, Archie just playing games will improve him when we need to play him at DM. That's not one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Like, let's say again, you get hired in a job, right? You learn to do the frozen section. So you're doing all the frozen foods, you're bringing the stock up down from the warehouse, doing all the frozen shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing all that type of shit. Is that supposed to prepare you for what to do on the checkouts? Like, no. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why the shit makes no sense to me. How is him playing at centre back gonna help him at DM? How is him playing at right back gonna help him at DM? It makes no fucking sense. All you can do, right, is get used to the physicality and the pace of the Prem. That's it. But we saw him in the midfield. He looked like a fucking lost bunny. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a lost puppy in midfield. Not because he doesn't know what he's doing, not because he's bad, but literally because he doesn't know what to do. Like, the instructions and the pace of play, all of that, the game's just zooming by him. There's a reason why Bergvall looks as good as he does, is because he's only played one position since he's been in the team. He's only played as a midfielder, as a box-to-box midfielder. That's it. He's only played at that. So because he's played in his natural position and played as box-to-box, he's been able to improve and get used to the system and get used to the players and get used to the chemistry and the continuity with Bentancur and with Maddison and these players. So he automatically just becomes better. With Archie, he's been playing he's a DM who was bought as a right back, so he's automatically in a worse position. We saw him against Man City in the Carabao Cup. Mateus Nunes bossing him. At right back, he's just been flopping. Then he has to play centre back because of injuries. He plays, what, as it says, 19 games last season at centre back. Then when everyone comes back, he hits the bench. And then after hitting the bench, in order to rest players for the Europa League final and the semi-final, he then gets games in midfield. How is he supposed to develop in terms of IQ, chemistry, continuity, where to go, the instructions to follow, how to press, how not to press, how to sit back, where to open up for the ball, where to ping the ball, the runners from the midfielders, the runners from the attackers, when Solanke wants to drop back to hold the ball up. You know what I'm saying? Simple things like that, how to evade the press. All those things are completely different when you're at CDM compared to centre back, especially in Ange's system. Which is why now under Frank, him and Frank and the coaching staff got to sit down and figure out where the fuck does he want to play. Just figure out one position. Yeah, baptism by fire, cooked his cod. Literally, he was set up to fail. He was set up. I still think that he's not great, but even so, I can still admit that he's been set up to fail. Archie Gray's ability right now isn't enough to give him a specific position, which is why he's a utility man. But the problem is that no one knows where he's supposed to play. Is he supposed to be a right back? Should he carry on at centre back since he got a season there? Should he go back to midfield? Like, no one knows what the fuck he wants to do. Ange played Archie in DM against Liverpool. Yeah, done him dirty, bro. Done him dirty. Pardon me, it makes you wonder why Levy appointed him. Maybe that's not maybe not, but the future will say. Yeah, Faz. Girls being prepared for the BJ. What? Hey, Eugen. Eugen. Let me ask you. By the way, I need one more like. Someone hasn't liked the stream. I need 1 like for 20. Please, if you haven't liked the stream, just hit the like button for your boy. I'd appreciate it. But Eugen. This is the second time, and I got a full screen this. I'm sorry. Eugen. This is now the second time you have brought up BDSM when it comes to a white Spurs player that is 21 years old or younger. What's going on, bro? I'm just asking. What's going on, bro? Like you all good? Everything all good? Like we chilling? All right, we chilling. Just making sure. Just making sure, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Should have bought Vanderson instead of Gray. Yeah, he's actual right back. Gray, Bergval, Tellard, Moore. We need to develop in our team. We don't develop players. A big problem right there. Yep, because our scouting is crap. 100%. Bergval will be 150 mil at 24. I don't see it. 100 million I see. I don't see 150. It's 4 a.m. over here. Oh, yeah, so you just in the mood for real. I hear it, Eugen. Why don't you go to bed? It's 4 a.m. in Malaysia. Why are you not in bed? You're not sleeping. If I say Eugen's getting kinky with Kinski. Say that 100 times. Fucking hell. Yeah, our scouting is crap, though. 100%. Our scouting defo is crap. One second, guys. My fault. You're be better than Virgil van Dijk at 24. I immediately just like cast Van Dijk out my mind. I went straight to Van der Ven. Every time I see those acronyms, I get it mixed up, man. These fucking Dutch guys, man. These fucking Dutch guys, bro. Oh my god. Hey yo, we've been live for 2.5 hours. That's insanity. I didn't even realize. You just got back from what? Damn, that's crazy. I didn't realize we've been live for 2.5 hours, you know. Honestly, if you'd asked me, I thought we'd have been live for like an hour and a half. Fucking hell. Gave 1 more. Thank you, Eugen. Appreciate it, man. Make sure you guys show love to Spursy Asian TV, by the way. Make sure you show love to Spursy Asian. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Let me see if I can. Can I want to see if I can. Oh my goodness. This thing is trying to annoy me. Nah, yeah, it's trying to annoy me. It's alright. I think under Ineos, our academy graduate record might disappear. Yeesh. That's fine with me. 2 hours sailing has kept me entertained. Hey, yo, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad we managed to get like a nice little Tottenham talk in there as well, because this could have easily descended into madness, and it didn't. And I tried to get your channel up, Eugene. Didn't work. Didn't work at all. But it's all right. Ineos are fucking the club up. I heard Ineos had like increased the prices as well of tickets and stuff like that. Like them man are just on they're on something else. No cap, they're just on something completely different. All right. Failed at Nice, that one Swiss club. Oh, you talking about Ineos? Yeah, fairs. They have to fuck up to rebuild because of the Glazers. To be fair, the Glazers were giving themselves like tens of millions in profit. Like, one thing I do know about the Glazers, because like I have watched some Man United stuff about the Glazers. Them man would basically sell shares at their highest, then fuck the club up, and then buy shares at their lowest, and they just repeat the cycle. That is some corrupt, fucked up shit. You know how insane that is? You know how much like you gotta be tripping off money? That man they will fuck the club up, make the stocks go down, so they can buy stocks back in United, and then they'll raise the stocks and sell them, and then keep repeating the process. You know how mad that is. I don't know if it was Nuruddin who said that, or if it was Saeed, or I think it was one of them. But when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck, bro? That is insane. That is insane. Like, Jim is a United fan, don't be using some random club as an excuse against them fairs. But it's like, bro, the Glazers were on some shit, bro. They were on some bullshit. And I was just looking at it from the sidelines like, damn. They don't give a fuck for real. They're just on some shit. I'm like, rah, they really on some shit. I'm always in the mix. Life is full of tricks, I guess. My daddy raised me to be a man, do the best I can. He said, "Life succeed in life without a plan." United could be back, just need a striker too. It's going to be interesting to see what United do, because United have always been like decently solid defensively, especially in the Prem. It's just a question of what will happen with their attack. But they're signing Cunha and Mbuemo, so yeah, they could be, to be fair. I wish leagues intervened in ownership more. I hear it. Yeah, they're taking money out the club all the time, giving themselves dividends. Hence why Sheik was never able to buy United. Glazers still have a share. Yeah, that's crazy. It was debt-free until the takeover. Fucking hell. I'm not surprised that the Glazers themselves are probably at fault. I say probably. They are. But they're at fault for all of this fucking shit, man. That's insanity, bro. These men are really some demons, bro. The Glazers are some fucking demons, bro. I can't lie. They're some demons. I know I keep talking about that whole shares story and shit, but I can't lie. Pimping out the club you own, yeah, for more shares and more profit on the same shares is one of the most insane things I've ever heard in my life. Actually insane, bro. Them man are some frauds, bro. I mean, as a neutral, right? Because like I don't have any actual beef with United, so as like a team that, as the Tottenham fan, I actually hope Ineos can turn you man's like shit around. Because no Diddy, that sounds safety pause, innit? But like because the way the Glazers have been like fucking that shit up is insane. So like as someone who doesn't really have any problem with Man United, I hope Ineos can like really like save what's going on at that club, because it's a lot of shit. And I just see like whenever I see those big ass like Saeed panels, man, them are just in meltdown, and it's like I don't even blame them, because the shit that I'm hearing, yeah, that United fans have to deal with is actually insane, bro. It's actually insane. Sorry, my bad, guys. I'm just fucking hungry. Just wanted to see what was there. Didn't the Glazers take out a loan to buy United? Probably. beefing United fans is beneath me. They're like, little bro, alright. Alright. Alright, man. I'm not. Okay. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. I'm gonna just leave that one to you, Ranger, bro, because that's just got a bunch of shit written on it that I just don't want to deal with personally. Personally, if we're talking about all time here, United and Tottenham, and saying, bro, we can't chat to them, man. We can't chat to them, man. Jesus Christ. Let's see if anyone else has commented. We had 79 comments. Let's see if someone else commented on this. Let's see if someone commented. Why is this shit vibrating like crazy? No Diddy. God damn. 81 comments. Oh, so there's 2 more comments on here. Were those my comments though? Yeah, it was my comments. Fuck's sake. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Shit, okay, hold on. It's a calm down. Hey, yo, it's a joke, fam. Look, come on, there's no actual Tottenham fans that put themselves on United's level, and it's all just jokes. It's all just fun and games, fam. Like, it's just nice to have the jokes run. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no big bro shit. Ain't none of that, man. Ain't none of that. It's fun to have the jokes, but that's where it ends, man. It's just jokes. Just jokes. We know our role, fam. We know our role. You know what I'm saying? They're taking money from the club. They put little or none of their own money in. Genius business move. Must be shit for fans. Yeah, it is shit for United fans. Because United fans ain't won a title in like 12, 13 years. And the thing is that United, to say United have had teams good enough, maybe is a bit of a stretch. But United have had good enough teams to win more. They just needed like a little bit there. Like, they just need a little bit more, but then the man them ain't giving them nothing more, bro. It's insane. It's insane. Let me see. Hey, no one's live. Hey, I can't lie here. People have been slacking with the content, you know. My man there, my fellow Tottenham YouTubers and that, they've been slacking on the content, you know. Hey, Jay ain't streamed in a few days. You know what I'm saying? When's George last streamed? He's been uploading a bunch of clips and that, to be fair. But when's the last? He streamed, what, 2-3 days ago. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the man them out here is like, they're not streaming for real. This is tough. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I got dared by the man them, by like Mikes and them. I got dared to do a fucking rap, fam. And I don't know how I feel about doing it because I can't rap. But at the same time, I feel like it would be very funny if I did it and like started talking shit. Because like, I can't rap to save my life. Like, I'm shit. I'm absolutely shit. But at the same time, I feel like I'd be able to mask the fact that I'm shit at rapping by calling out a bunch of people, innit? So I might do that to like save me from being shit. You can, you're black. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Alright. Appreciate that, Jojo. You know what I'm saying? I can always count on you. Let me know, but I'm going to play you guys a little tune, and let me get through the comments first, innit? Because I've been neglecting you, man, low-key, and that's kind of fucked up from me. 8 games. Wow, wait. Didn't know 4 games makes you better. Oh, 8 games. Okay, cool. Henry wasn't overage or what? I forgot that this was what the stream was called. I forgot this was originally about Thierry Henry. I forgot. He is, though. He is. He's slightly overrated. He is. 4 W's in a row and a trophy on your head top holder. Been since 2022 since United beat Tottenham. Pipe down. Okay. United won most of it. If United was SARS, but you want to talk about 8 games. Okay, that's the United versus Tottenham shit. Fergie lied up the Prem, no lie. Yeah, Fergie was. Yeah, Sava's live, but I'm here with you. I appreciate that, Eugene, innit? But we don't raid Sava, man. Sava don't raid me, innit? So I don't raid him. Look. Oh my days. We don't care about Spurs. There's no rivalry of the bigger fish. That's pretty much the way I look at it too. And like in the grand scheme of things, like United, Tottenham ain't got no fucking rivalry in it. Man said you're on that Arsenal thing. Andrew's United's biggest enemy. Fairs, innit? But I'm gonna play you, man, this music. And Jojo, since you're here as well, innit, you can listen to it as well. But I'm thinking of doing a little rap on this thing, innit? And I don't know, I might talk about how I'm that guy for real. Am I that guy? Hell fucking no. But have you man watched the Boondocks, fam? We've been doing a little series. We watched the Boondocks. There's a fucking lo-fi Boondocks thing, bro. Look at this, fam. The Boondocks theme, but it's lo-fi. This shit is cold. I can't lie. This shit is cold. I might have to start writing some bars, bro. This shit is cold. This shit is cold. This shit is fire, bro. I can't lie, this shit is fire. Even the background has Eli's hair. Yeah, man, I've got Huey's hair, bro. Drop a freestyle. I can't freestyle, bro. I can't rap. I'm trash. But I got dared by Mike's and them. Would you take Walker Peters back? Yeah, I'll take him back. But I got dared by Mike's and them to rap in it. Because Mike's was rapping. Mike's was a rapper, innit? If you guys don't know. Mike's was a rapper. He was out here rapping, him and Alfie and all them, man. Them man were rappers, innit? But he's too scared to, like, let us listen to his music. So I said, okay, cool. So if I do a thing where I drop a little track and I rap, will you show us your music? And he was like, all right, cool, fuck it. So now I've just been listening to beats, innit? And I can't lie, I stumbled across this. I was like, you know what? Yeah, man might rap on this beat, innit? I'll be ass, but at the same time, I'm willing to try shit out, man. Fuck it. I'm willing to try shit out. I'm cool with being a meme. You know what I'm saying? Being a meme means more exposure for me, so I don't care, bro. I know you be freestyling on the dolo. I don't be freestyling, man. I be humming. You know what I'm saying? I'll say a couple words and do the you know what I'm saying? That's me. I had to bring up Vinny for me versus Al Halal. Looks like KSI. The only reason I won't bring up the highlights because it'll get copyright claimed. But yeah, fairs. Don't lie, it's easy, just rhyme some words together. Dr. Seuss. Man, that's like bro, that's like saying to a striker, bro, it's easy, just kick the ball in the net, fam. I wish, bro. If Deji out here rapping, so could you. Fairs. But Deji shit. Get your cannabis shit. Bro, cannabis, I will never be as good as cannabis, fam. No highlights, just a picture. Alright, bet. Alright, Vinny versus Al Hilal. Let's bring up a picture of Vinny versus Al Hilal. Alright, alright. By the KSI forehead. Hey, no, that's a fucking vibe, bro. Hey, that's a fucking vibe. I call that hairstyle's crazy. You know what? Fair. You know, fair enough, bro. Fair enough, man. Well, fair enough, man. For fuck's sake. Louis Vega, Kenny Dope, David Morales back in my days. DJ on the level and music on the table. Those are DJs, fairs. I hear it, man. But I might drop something, man. If I'm just saying, if you see a random tune, yeah, just know it's something like this, bro. And it ain't gonna be no like drill shit neither. I'm gonna be on my calm shit. Like the way I make content is the way I'll be rapping. Like I'll be talking pretty much, but I'm gonna talk my shit though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be talking my shit. You need my accent, man, and we smash it when it comes to rapping. Simpson be rapping about Spurs on the cruise ship. Oh man, we gonna be talking our shit though. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be talking our shit, man. 100%. We gonna be talking our shit on this shit, no cap. I don't know, it'll probably be how I'm just a goat for real. YouTubers can't fuck with me, but they be watching on the down low. You know what I'm saying? Man, they be watching me more than I be watching them. But they'll never admit it though, you know what I'm saying? Man, them want beef. We can get to beef. I'll probably have to make a lot of Boondocks references, to be honest. I'll probably have to make a lot of Boondocks references if I'm going to use this beat. Which, you know what? I'm cool with. I'm cool with. I can use the Boondocks references. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Do 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 do. We can go bar for bar. We can go punch for punch. That shit just sounded cringe, bro. What the fuck? No, you putting bars in the chat, Ranger. Hey, you know what? Hey, man, I have to credit you in the writers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'll credit you in the writers. You know what I'll do? When I release the video, I'll tag you, Ranger. I'll tag you, Ranger, when I drop the video, when I drop the song, and I'll say you helped ghostwrite it for me, fam. It was H when he went at Central C. Oh, he did so he changed the band for band shit. I was like, okay. That shit sounded cringe, fam. To be fair, nowadays, songs are like 2 minutes. It's like one verse and some ad-libs. Yeah, literally, that's what it is. I'm not about to be out here dropping like 3 verses and a chorus and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be doing all that, fam. Hell no. Hell no. It's literally going to be like one verse. I'm going to have some shit talking at the end. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let the beat go for a bit and that's going to be about it. And if the man don't fuck with it, then I might drop more disses and shit. You know what I'm saying? It will never just be actual music. I'm never going to just drop an actual song. It will always be something either Spurs related or going at a YouTuber. That's the only thing. Most rappers are dog these days. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Especially in the underground scene. Them man are fucking ass cheeks, bro. They some ass cheeks. 100%. 100%. Drop that Jacob diss track. The thing is, though, like, the reason why I can't drop it is because technically I fired the first shot already, which was that FIFA video. Have you man seen that FIFA video? I've already technically fired the first shot because I basically took credit for him, like, going on hiatus. And he said that he was going to make a stream on me. And I was like, I bet, make the stream, innit? I'll be there waiting. And he never made it. Like, I actually had, like, material that I was going to use if Jacob ever dissed me. And to be fair, I low-key had it for, like, different YouTubers I thought would try and say something. Like, this video right here, innit? Where I just absolutely violated him, fam. But, I'm also just waiting, innit? I'm also just waiting. Because I know there's a couple man who might feel some kind of way about me. So I'm like, you know what? Cool. Say something.
My final form.
Okay, bro. This is the worst place to
Yo, crash out mode.
It's the worst place to do it, man.
You're right, don't. Game over.
That is a carbon copy of the goal I conceded on.
You know that phrase "bull never lie"? He doesn't lie. It's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna just take this and I'm gonna just score this because the bull don't lie. The bull has never lied in its life.
You're hearing how shit this quality is. Blame Jacob's stream, by the way.
Time at 6. Oh, I missed it. Never mind. Here we go. Do the song celebration this
I
time.
might actually fly to the UK and just whoop your ass. Like, I might just have to fuck you up, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? peak, fam. It's peak. Div 6, by the way. He was in
This
Div 6.
happens, chat, when you play against someone in Division 6, bro. You concede 6.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Fuck.
Yeah, man. That's what happens, bro. You get violated. Man, can't chat to me, bro. They can't chat to me, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll just pause it here, fam. I like leaving the Boondocks thing on the screen. I'm gonna end up writing, bro. I might do it. I'm gonna end up writing. I'm gonna write something. I don't know when I'm gonna write it. I've got all that's the thing, bro. I've got all these fucking video ideas, right? And I wanna drop so many different styles of videos. It's just not only like streaming every day is like long, innit? But it's just like cool, cause I'm towards the end. Like July is gonna be the most creative month, I think. For me, I think July will be the most creative month in terms of content, because I have all these ideas that I'm constantly getting for videos. So I think July in terms of videos will be creative. I think June has been a great month for streaming and for like having new people like, I guess, find the channel in a sense. Drop an Arsenal dish. I got Henry's the most overrated player. That make a. You know what I've been thinking of? I've low-key been thinking of doing like a change. You know the change my mind shit that them man used to do back in the day. I'm low-key thinking of doing one of those. And like I'd probably get on StreamYard with a bunch of people and it'd be like a change my mind kind of thing. I've been low-key been thinking of doing something like that. I think that would bang views. I think so. I would hope so. But that seems like more of a thing I should do IRL. I'd rather do it IRL than in stream. But the problem is like meeting these man in real life. That would be the problem because like I've never met any of them in real life. Like, any of these YouTubers I've never seen in real life before. So it would be interesting to see if people would be on it. But I would be on it, 100%. I'd definitely be on it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do. Obviously, the song thing is something I want to do. I want to do another Blue Lock video about Kane and Son. I want to do... Obviously, I scrapped the fucking doc, but... Obviously, the Tottenham Awards show is going to be happening in the 5th of July. All that shit. I grew up with reggae, soul, and jazz, but found my space me tunes. DJ would spin music on a level. Norman J will always be top of my list. Music's my food. I hear it. Trust me, music is my food as well, apart from when I'm actually hungry, in which I'll actually eat food. But thought you were going to say outside the Emirates. To be fair, I could even do it outside the Emirates. The problem is just like camera equipment or stuff. Like just the equipment in general. I feel like people would probably just like fuck with my equipment and shit. And it's just, I don't want to go through all that, innit? Because I'd rather just, yeah, nah. Where you at? All these YouTubers talk. The way all these YouTubers talk, you'd think they know how to rap or on the roads. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a civilian. I can't rap. That's not me, bro. Outside the Emirates would be fire. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably have to like put some money aside and like just, I don't know. I'd probably have to just do something to where I can just elevate the audio quality. You know what I'm saying? Top 3 films of all time. I'm not sure. I don't really watch films like that. When I was younger, though, I really fucked with Transformers. No cap. I actually don't know. I don't watch films too much. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. Guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Guys. Something just came up. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, guys. Something important just came. Mumsy just messaged me. Something important just came up. I'll be real. I'm gonna have to end the stream. All right. I didn't want to end the stream yet. I wanted to hit 3 hours, but shit, I'm gonna actually have to end stream, guys. Okay, fucking hell. I'm not even gonna raid no one. I don't have time. Guys, thank you guys so much. All right. I will be live tomorrow. We will be doing something. I don't know. It'll probably be either Boondocks or tomorrow's teaching, something easy. Thank you guys so much for being part of the stream. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.